Everybody just setting up. If you're here early. Set up before the show. Set up before the show. Much better. Oh, maybe I do want that output. Good to hear how I'm sounding. Okay, so yeah, we're here a bit early. We got a show coming up at 6, maybe 6:30. Just gonna kind of hang out, maybe do some reacts, and play some music. So working on a song. Oh, and I'm gonna tweet out. Okay. So just blasting this social meds. Okay, and I think I actually have like a description. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay. That's done. That's good. All right, we'll just keep an eye. Yo, Loud Tyrant Youth. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing? Howdy. I'm just going to work on a song. We're going to be on a debate panel, and apparently we can do something zany. Last time I tried this song, I got shut down hard, like so hard. Like CTV was just like, I don't understand what is happening right now. Why is music playing? he cut me off like 15 seconds in. It's like not even a 60-second song. It's crazy. So yeah, we're going to work on that. I was experimenting with like some finger picking, but I think it just kind of kills the momentum. So that was the last piece, and I was like, oh man, that's content. I'm gonna put that online. So I'll show you what I have so far, and yeah, now that you're here, you can really help me out. The hard part I was struggling with was figuring out what my levels were, making sure I'm not like making crackly noises. You know what I mean? So let's give it a shot. See if that's over levels. Okay, cool. Let's try this out. Hey everyone, I'm weird. I want everyone to be weird. I do a cooking show, it's a lot of fun. Rich food for poor folks, Saturdays at 6 p.m. Just chatting politics and the news. I react Andy, I play games and the blues. So come on, join the community, and maybe you'll be weird like me. Oh, top tier atmosphere. You can find all this at twitch.tv/BeWeird. Whew. Okay, so that's what we have so far. We're gonna play that a few times. Still feels a little slow, eh? Is it less than a minute? It's got to be tight. It's got to be tight and fast. Okay, let's try it again, but a bit more high energy and maybe a bit faster tempo. I'm glad you like it, Loud Tyrant Youth. It's really cute. I think I'm gonna change these lyrics though. Fuck up a ton. It's gonna be funnier. I do a cooking show. Fuck up a ton. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm weird, and I want everyone to be weirdo. I do a cooking show, fuck up a ton. Rich food for poor folks, Saturdays at 6 p.m. just chatting politics and the news. A react dandy, I play games and the blues. So come on and join the community, and maybe you'll be weird like me. Oh, a top tier atmosphere. You can find all this at twitch.tv/be weird. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. I think we got it. All right, I'm just gonna play some of my other music then. Since we're just chilling. Make sure I don't knock over my water. How's the volume? Is it okay? Does the voice come in okay? I haven't been singing, so I didn't like warm up or anything. Yeah, I'm getting all greens. Might be a bit quiet, maybe. Let's try to boost it just a little bit. Okay. Maybe lower this so you can hear it a bit better. Bring that up. All right, let's try this one. I'm definitely gonna knock this over. Nice. I don't know if you know that I know that you know that we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere. I don't care if you care, that I don't care if you don't care, that we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere. Just waiting for the Hippy Dippy to start up. Well, I don't know if you know that I care if you care, that we're going somewhere. Woo! Man, new strings. Sounds so good. Damn. Oh, I just changed them? What a difference. Yeah, what'd you think? That was a song by me called I Don't Care. Hopefully someone doesn't steal it somehow. We're going to try the intro song one more time because the Hippy Dippy sounds like it's going to get started pretty soon. Let's go check up on that. Let's make sure we're pulling up YouTube chat. I think people are just getting in there early. How's everybody doing today? How are you all doing? How you feeling? Now, I think what might end up happening is I might have to turn off this camera when I jump into Discord. I'll go into the waiting room, and then I'll like pull up the Discord, and we'll put that full screen, I think, on this right here. Okay, so this is the reason we started early, so I could practice this song. Let's try it one more time. This is the intro song. I'm gonna try to entice people to come to the channel. Like, come on, guys, give them that follow. Hey everyone, I'm weird, and I want everyone to be weirdo. I do a cooking show. I do a cooking show, fuck up a ton. Rich food for po folks Saturday at 6 p.m. Just chatting politics and the news. Or react Andy, I play games and the blues. Oh, so come on, join the community, and maybe you'll be weird like me. Oh, top tier atmosphere. You can find all this at twitch.tv/be weird. All right, kind of fucked up a little bit there. And also po folk. The po folk, poor folk. Oh boy. I do a cooking show, fuck up a ton. Rich food for poor folks Saturdays at 6 p.m. Just chatting politics and the news. It's hard to get the just the rhythm I'm trying to stay on top of. Okay. I think other people are jumping in to the thing. Let's see if we can get away with another quick song. What's a quick song I know that I wrote so I don't get DMCA'd? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try this one. This song is called A Game of Go. I really like it. I really like it. Oh, God. All right. Do you really want to play this game of Go? The board is set up. I know that you know how to place each piece and take my territory. Oh, answer my pleas. I'm down on my knees. Don't go with the breeze. The table is set. The dinner is prepped, your eyes are dry, but I know that you've wept. Is the fish well done? Am I doing you right? Or let's not tonight, I'm all out of fight. We slept on broken kites. The pillow's been fluffed, the bed has been made, the sheets are smoothed out, we lie where we laid. We sing our secrets but living a lie. I wish I could cry, I wish that your size was a rose parade floating by. Do you know how to say enough is enough. No way we could know love could be this rough. Like a turbulent sea or a frequency, the waves break us free. Oh, can't you see? You're drifting away from me. Do we really have to play this game of Go? The board is set up. I know that you know how to place each piece and take my territory. Oh, answer me, please. I'm all out of peace. Still go with the breeze. Maybe a bit of a sloppy ending there, but okay. All right, I'm all jazzed up. We vibing. Put the guitar away for a bit. See if we can figure out what's going on with the Hippy Dippy. And yeah, once it starts getting going, we'll probably have to switch up a little bit. So let's see here. Let's get this all figured out, everybody. So yeah, what'd your mom think, huh? Loud Tyrant Youth, huh? Favorite streamer can sort of kind of sing. Golly gee. Oh, thanks, Lacey. I didn't see you coming in there on the YouTube. Yeah. Apparently this is going to be really... She was very excited to hear you singing. She was like, wait, is that him? And bolted out from the kitchen. Oh, wait, what? The intro song is dope, though? Okay, all right, that's cool. What do you mean she bolted out from the kitchen? Oh, I see. Like, oh, is that him? She runs over to... That's so cute. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. All right. Let's focus. Peggy. Yes, exactly. Oh, no, I hear him. Is that him? It's adorbs. Okay, I actually do have to think. What we can do is check out, I think Mr. Geek is the host. So let's go see Mr. Geek. Oh no, Twitch. Mr. Geek. He has a really weird spelling for his name. There's like a 3 in it or something. Mr. G2EK maybe? He's live now? That's 4 days ago? Yeah, okay. It says he's live. US2, yeah. Howdy. Is Beebs going to join us? I don't know, US2, do you think? Okay, I'm going to pull this up on stream so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Right now, Mr. Geek is just kind of watching. This is the space we're about to enter into, but hopefully it's not so dramatic. I don't know. This is Destiny. I don't know if you guys know about who Destiny is or who these people are all. Oh my God, I don't know. It's a terrible world. Let's see here. Cooking in React. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this guy, Destiny, he just like started a discourse because I actually don't even want to say it. I feel like I'm just going to trigger people. But this guy, some may recognize as Gavin McInnes. He is a Canadian who founded the Proud Boys. And the Proud Boys are known as a domestic terror group in Canada. Oh, jeez. And they're just having a little conversation about snaps. And apparently Gavin McInnes punches his microphone. So, content. People are being weird online, I guess. I don't know. I don't totally get it. So Mr. Geek, though, is like kind of a francophone. He's kind of nice. From what I've seen, he seems really pleasant. And then we were previously on Critically Thinking Veteran, who is also live. Let's go check in on that. Okay. So yeah, there's CTV. Oh, he just went to break. He literally just went to break right now, actually.
I feel like it'll be easy. I'd
eat loads of different versions of
Yeah.
French food.
Yeah, should Trump pardon January 6th?
Oh
I mean,
no, CTV.
Hilarious.
Well, well, well. Can you hear me all there, all y'all out there in TV land?
Oh yeah, we do hear you.
I can hear you.
Marvelous. Marvelous. One moment.
Okay. Doo-doo.
Dr. Phil KOE.
This is the thing I need. I need better like music. Oh, there's Robe Man. Oh, I should get in there. I should get in there.
Where did
Okay. Oh, weird. It's not letting me in. So I think I just gotta add Dana Bone being like, yeah, the link's not letting me in. Join voice. Yeah. Um. Join voice. Yeah, it's not letting me in. Stream waiting room. Yeah, weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my waiting room just for the moment, just to like clear all the complicated stuff. So get yourself a drink. I'll be a bit while I figure this stuff out, okay?
KOE Nation, so I am the commander in chief of the KOE Nation, but that's
sense.
a whole different thing.
no affiliation?
And we've got a couple of new folks here.
What does it feel like to be the commander in chief of farm equipment?
You know, it's pretty fucking awesome, actually. I've got GPS on them. I can fucking, but yeah, it's kind of funny. It's hey ladies, you think a Corvette's nice or a fucking Ferrari? Wait till you see what a tractor costs. So
Right?
yeah, there was a meme I saw of a bunch of chicks in bikinis standing all over a fucking tractor. It's like when they figured out that a tractor is worth more than a Ferrari.
Right? That's
All
when the
right.
real gold digging started.
Waka waka. And is this Be Weird?
Yo, hey, can you
Hey,
hear
I'm
me?
just excited that
We can't
Geek
hear
is going to
you.
be the Geeks. I'm just excited that Geek's going to be having to do the work this week.
Yo, you can't hear me?
Let's go.
He's
So
gone.
we have to bullshit Geek in
do you
some
mean
way.
he's
What's the parameters of this? I'm just curious.
What do you mean he's-
CTV will explain it. Wait, have you read the topic, CTV?
No.
No. Let me message them directly. One sec.
Wait, CTV, does this mean you're going to be a panelist?
Yes, he's
Oh,
usually
that'd
the
be-
co-host.
We're coming at
Fucking
CTV
right.
today? Let's go, dude.
Has
Yeah,
Red
no.
not been on? A normal? No. Okay.
No.
CTV was hosting because I
Hey.
him. I wouldn't let him talk about his own topics, the drug war and the
Oh.
Constitution.
Yeah.
You're coming through clear now.
Let me message you the topics, CTV.
Listen, before
Funny you
we
should
start,
bring that up. One of
before
the
we
topics.
start, I'm sorry if I offend anyone or come at you too hard. It's all love. It's all for fucking memes, bro. Don't take it anything personally.
All is fair in love and podcasting.
It's true.
There's the Frenchman. 2 minutes to go.
Wait, who's French? Kick them.
I'm like a little French. Oh shit! Okay. No.
He told me to kick him.
He didn't marvel you.
Yeah, Spaniard. I should be usually
Spanish
so
wine
Roman,
tonight, so
Roman,
normally.
usually as the co-host, right? All I do is kind of assist Geek with moderation because I don't know, my voice tends to grab people's attention whether they want it to or not. You know what I mean? So in crazy times, that's when I have to kind of step in. Usually it's not too bad though, right?
Usually, as the host, all that Geek does is mute CTV. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Now, CTV, I just got to say, whenever you're hosting or you're on a panel, you do something that drives me up the fucking wall, and it's brilliant how you do it. It's now I'm going to take this sentence and slow it down for no fucking reason. And we're going to take this sentence that could have been said in 5 seconds and string it out over the next 3 minutes.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll give you that. You know how to milk them minutes, but
Makes the video longer so you get more ads in it. You know what I'm saying?
just one thing I was always taught: never leave air in the conversation. So it's just like
I don't
like
know
I'm just kind of
why.
twitching over here.
Well, look, I guess for me, right, when when Mark Twain said,
Doing it now. He's doing it now.
when Mark Twain said, right, it is better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt, right? See, so what I do, KOE, is I try to make sure that the words said amplify the message given, right?
I think Danabo's losing it because that impression was a little too right on.
So how long I've known this guy, and he does it all the fucking time. Even in normal conversations, not even on stream.
Right, it's just me. I don't know what the fuck you want out of me, man. That's how I operate. 24/7 content, right? Subscribe to CTV. I'm trying to build a whole fucking command center. I'm taking over the internet, okay? I need equipment. Fucking send the funds. That's all I'm saying, okay? Let's go.
Let's go.
Of course, Maddie's late.
Let's fucking go.
Fashionably late. There's a reason behind that. You know, it's just the way it is.
She knows CTV's gonna be here. She wants to make sure she's looking right. That's all it is.
Wow.
Why am I whispering?
Did Redman get smaller?
Listen, don't worry if you introduce me and I'm not in the frame. I'm under my desk. I'll pop in. Don't worry. It's all going to be a whole show.
Yo,
Interesting.
this means I got time to
My
get a
wife's
beer,
not
right?
here to introduce me, so I got to do it for her.
All right, I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back. I need a brewski.
You need like a Howard Finkel or a hype man to like, let me, ladies and gentlemen, here is the one and only.
Oh, bro, you haven't been watching? That's what I've been doing every time.
I got you today. I got you. Don't worry.
Nah, let me do it, bro. I got a whole thing. You'll see.
No,
It's coming.
you know I know. Yeah, you Rogue. The most.
Oh, Lord.
entertaining.
This'll be
It's
good.
Between CTV and Rogue Man, like at least entertainment, like always top notch. I can't.
Hell yeah, bro.
Even
So you've never
my
met Phil?
energy, I can't match the.
I was about to say, I'm gonna grow on you.
You're in for a treat with Phil. Just... Oh crap! I think I've made this too high energy. I think
My
this
man
is.
got a 1860s
It's going
pipe
to be amazing.
about to bring us back to the constitutional start of it all.
Actually, I want to. Sherlock Holmes used to smoke a calabash pipe in his novels, and so I want to buy a full-on calabash pipe. So I'm saying, how are we doing this evening?
Just get the monocle and just go all the way with it.
Oh, that.
Everybody's here. I'm gonna dip out. Everybody have a good show. I'll be watching.
Thank you,
the
Danibo.
Recruitment.
Thanks so much, Danibo. Thank you so much.
Have fun. Speak to you soon.
Mover and Shaker Inc.
Maddie?
CEO.
Hi, how's it going?
Another day in paradise.
It's been a minute. How have you been?
Oh, can't complain too terribly hard. I mean, I could, but you know, it is what it is. But
Sure.
I can't complain all that much. Farming's been farming. The bean market's been fucking crazy, so I've been busy as all shit. So how about yourself?
Yeah, no, my family, we own a little bit of farmland in Illinois that's been in our family for like over 100 years. Oh yeah, we make nothing on it. But you know, it's like that we have an obligation, we feel like, to do it, and part of it's soybeans. So yeah,
Okay.
it's been soybeans
Sorry.
and corn. But
Just
the
trying to
corn's
figure out
for
like how to
everyone.
actually make all this stuff
yeah.
work really fluidly. Sorry for the
Yeah.
weirdness.
Hell, it is what
We
it is.
good, though.
Well, shit. Hell yeah. Actually, my great-great-great-grandfather used to be a farmer in Illinois until the railroad said, you ain't farming here no more. So he went and settled in Nebraska, and that's why I'm here now. So
Dang. Yeah, my dad's side of the family, they all were born
Yeah.
and raised in Morton, Illinois.
Cheers.
Which is like right outside of Peoria. So a lot of family back there, and they are so Midwest. I love going there because their idea of a breakfast is like, okay, you need eggs, you need biscuits, you need like
Gravy.
3 types of meat, you need. I mean, it's like it's so substantial. And as a Californian, where everyone here is like vegan or vegetarian, or like, you know, they eat like a
That should
rabbit
fix the volume a
for
little bit.
every meal. It's like
There we
it's
go.
kind of nice to
That's better.
visit family in the Midwest, but I have to like prep for it ahead of time because I know like no matter what I do, I'm gonna gain like 5-10 pounds. So I just need to like acknowledge that that's a reality of the situation, and once you acknowledge that, you're happy. It's a great trip.
Once
Fucking ain't
CTV
right.
gets back, we all need to scream at him, hey, you always talk about starting on time. And now look at you. It's 6:05. Where you at? I know. I feel like you can hear me. Yeah. you
He's
guys
like in the
can't-
frame, popping in.
Lazy piece of shit. Come on, let's go.
we've gotten you to this truancy shit.
He sold out. He's sold out. He's over there filling coffee cup orders right now.
Oh, my man with
CTV.
the Fight Club.
Big mug.
Oh, the what is it called? The lore is getting deeper.
The
Oh,
lore.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting
We're peeling back layers. We're like we're going into origin stories. Yeah.
All right,
thought that was
listen, CTV is not the only one to blame. Listen, I was rolling on my corner and everything, but yeah, you know what? That's a good reminder. Let's start. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for this brand new episode of the Hippy Dippy Recruitment. How are you doing, CTV?
Doing outstanding. How are you doing, Mr. Geek?
I'm super hyped for this episode. Listen, I asked Danabo, I said Danabo, I want blood this week. Listen, I want high energy, I want blood. So we got good topic, good guest. Should be nice. I think everyone here is familiar with the rules, so I'm really going to go over it real quick. Nothing TOS, obviously, respect everyone's identity. And yeah, if you want to talk and you see that you can, raise your hand and I will give you a little thumbs up. And yeah, try to keep this as a last resort. Try to jump in as much as possible. And yeah, don't forget to have fun. With that being said,
With that being said, I want to make sure that everybody understands
highlight.
the look tonight. I'm representing truckers, okay? Truckers.
Truck yeah, brother.
Got lots of protests
Fucking
going on.
A.
Truckers, let's go.
Truck
All
yeah.
right. Especially the ones hauling shine, you know what I'm saying? And come on and live a little.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking.
also,
Ooh.
one thing that I forgot, when I speak, it's going to moderate. So if you hear French accent, you know what it means. You know that you
Surrender.
have to stop
It
speaking.
means surrender.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm gonna start doing fake French accents.
Surrender. Y'all gotta
See if we can
stop.
get
This
everybody
is
to
some
stop.
bullshit.
This is great.
You know, France is the reason we have a country right now because they were good bros and came over and helped us out in the Revolutionary War. And then we turned around when they were like losing money and we're like, hey, can we get a loan? And we were like, no.
This is some deep
So,
lore here.
Let's go easy on our French
Dog eat
comrades.
dog world. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm sorry, Maddie. We already got a lot, like a troubled past. I don't know if we can take responsibility for the US as well. Like,
Thank you for the
this
Statue of
one is
Liberty.
a-
I'll say, Maddie's like, He's like, Mr. Geek's like, Maddie, don't be putting that shit on us. No.
Too late.
Don't you
Anything to
put that
deflect.
on me, Ricky Bobby.
Anything to say. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
All right. Yeah, before jumping into the first topic, I want to go for a quick round of intro, everyone introduce yourself, tell people where they can find you, what you do on stream and everything. And for that, we're going to start with Paradigm Shift. How are you doing?
Big mistake starting me first because nobody follows. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the future reigning, defending, undisputed, Hippy Dippy world champion, the Paradigm Shift. We talk politics, we talk real world issues here. I try to make the world kind of simpler for you because I understand there's a lot of people who talk about a lot of things and you just need somebody to whittle it down to you, to the basics, to the introspect, the deep. We talk about empathy. You can find me at twitch.tv/the_paradigm_shift. Please let Twitch know to give me back my name. I hate the underscores.
Okay. I would love to not to be able to follow that, except I've already got you to 150% and you're just barely coming in. If you'd had your mic gain up a little bit,
Really?
it would have helped.
It's low. It's usually never low. Wow.
I can hear you okay.
Wow.
I mean, it's all right. A little bit all right, but it's like no ball energy though. I'm waiting for him to drop.
Yikes. Have you heard have you heard like prepubescent children yelling on like Xbox Live though? They're loud as shit. So that you need a different metaphor, sir. Because it's not a
coming in as a lion, but sounds like a mouse.
Leave it to a lefty to make it inappropriate. I don't know.
Wow. And with that being said, Maddie, how are you doing?
Good. Hi, I'm Maddie Cakes. That's Maddie Cakes _. And I'm a leftist streamer, real life political strategist, working with a number of campaigns right now, which is really exciting. And I'm really happy to be here. So, and hopefully my mic levels are fantastic because I'm a professional.
Always perfect.
I'm back, Daniel.
Have Big Take. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on. I'm Half Baked Takes. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Just starting off at this, so I'll wrap it up there and pass it off to the next one. But again, thank y'all.
I like his accent.
Yeah.
He's got a great accent.
Ria, thank you for joining us.
All right, hello everybody. It's Rhea.
Ria.
My Twitch is Radian. It's like Radiant, but with my name at the beginning. My Twitter's the same thing. Also, just getting into this, I'm interested in having some lovely political discussions with these fine people. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Happy to have you on board. And now the return of a champion, Field KOE. How are you doing?
Yes.
Happy to have you on board tonight.
Marvelous to be here. The winner of the first ever Hippy Dippy Royal Rumble, by the way. But folks, it is marvelous to be here,
So
right
loud.
here, Hippy Dippy Royal Rumble. Folks,
loud.
this is the show that you need to be. But folks, it is I, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower.
Holy
Prince and
fuck.
potentate of the political parlance, the Lord of the Scottish Highlands, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, and KOE Nation on TikTok, folks.
Snaps.
That is
Let's
K
go.
as in King.
Come on.
Oh, is it? Oh my God! You can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
There you go. Let's go.
Extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, folks. The views I am about to express this evening are all my own, but by the end of this evening, they might just be yours as well.
Wow.
I am very happy to be here, and we are gonna have
Crushing
a marvelous
it.
time with all of you beautiful people. And what are you doing? Not following this amazing channel, not following Mr. Geek, not following all the amazing people on this panel. Every minute, every second, every moment that you do not, you are leaving intellectual money on the table, folks. Do not leave that money on the table. Pick it up, enrich yourself, enrich your lives, and really send the greatest gift of all, the gift of KOE. Send that subscribe. Send my link to somebody that you know.
There we
The person
go.
that you don't know.
Someone who
Every person
knows.
you don't
Finish
send
it.
my link, can you really say you care about them?
You can land.
So, folks,
There you go.
I'm really looking forward to this. And these lips of mine, they can say no evil. And with that, I yield back to you beautiful people.
Compelling argument, and God, I love the energy tonight. Let's keep this going. Be weird. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I actually wrote an intro song. You guys ready for it?
No.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's fucking go, guys. Hey everyone, I'm weird. I want everyone to be weirdo. I do a cooking show, fuck up a ton, yeah. Rich food for poor folks Saturdays at 6 p.m.
I can't do
Just
it, y'all.
chatting.
I can't do it.
Politics and news, oh, I react Andy, I play games and the blues, woo! So come on, join the community, and you'll be weird like me, woo! Top tier atmosphere. You can find all this at twitch.tv/be weird. Sorry, CTV.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Did it to me again. Good
Woo!
Lord.
Let's go.
Good
That
Lord.
was amazing.
Wish I had a lighter.
All right. And now, Roman, how are you doing?
Attention Twitch nerds. Introducing.
Talk about fucking
guy
headwinds,
so
eh?
saucy on Twitch, some call him Ragu. The man who doesn't have to show his Costco card at the entrance. He's never said the N-word, except when he's singing rap songs alone in his car with the windows up.
Okay.
He has a credit score in the high 700s. Roman!
I think Paradigm's taking that.
Gucci. It's your boy Roman, the man with the plan. I'm tough, Tony the Tiger. You're fruity, Toucan Sam.
Woo.
I'm a member of the wolf pack. It's all alphas around me. When we step in the room, all the ladies get slimy. Twitch ain't ready for what I bring to the game. but
Slimy?
I promise in 5 years you'll
Slimy?
remember my name. Let's start this debate. Get marveled
Bars.
by my takes, but let's make it snappy, because I got money to
Bars.
make. Let's go, baby. It's Roadman. Twitch.tv/Roadman. Twitter, Roadman, TTV. Follow me. We're getting going, bro. It's a movement. You already know. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, so much energy tonight in the room. What do you think, CTV?
I need to snap to that poem.
I'm going to set the tone whenever it's my turn to go. That's what I think.
Oh fuck!
Now is your turn.
It's about to
Now.
slow down.
Now, okay. See, the reason why I have to say things the way that I say them is so that the whole room understands that no matter where you go, right? I'm the one who takes you.
I think that was one of the toughest audience I've ever played for.
Because if you want to know where
At
the
least he didn't
energy's
mute me.
going to flow, you got to slow back down a little bit and get in the know.
Ooh.
Right?
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
See? Now that we
Thanks, Low
understand,
Tyrant Youth. That was
this is
tough.
going to be a lively conversation. It's important to make sure we all understand the rules. One, nobody gives an actual fuck if your feelings get hurt in this time frame, right? Don't take offense, get in the fucking memes, because the whole point of this shit right here is to make the folks at home laugh. If you're not trying to accomplish that fucking goal,
True.
then what the fuck are you doing here?
True.
That's the truth. That's why CTV paradigm shift will forever.
Oh no, he muted himself.
You just unplugged your mic.
I just fucking hit the mute button. It's fucking wonderful. Forever be the
That's what you get
people's
for censoring
champion. You
somebody
hear
that
me? I don't know.
censored yourself.
Keep it going.
Oh, you just got censored. Amazing. Everybody understand the co-host got some motherfucking sword ability up in this bitch. Get some.
This is the
Now,
wolf pack, everybody.
entertain the people. That's why they showed up, right? When you're making your memes, Gladiator got the fucking weapon out, twirling around, talking about, are you entertained? We need that level of mentality here. It's not about being fucking loud. It's not just, creating the same types of things that you always say. You need fresh and new shit. It's one thing to have a word bank, but it's a whole nother thing to be able to be pulling new shit, right? And do it in a cadence that works. Now, where you can find me is in the Infinity Acrewood, in the Wolf's Den, where I facilitate the Wolfpack community here on Twitch, right? We are involved in all kinds of other communities, right? From tech to fucking baking, fucking just chatting, Hippy Dippy, all over the place. We're doing all kinds of shit.
Hell yeah. Let's
Wednesday
go, brother.
night, Marvel Me with your bullshit.
Truck yeah.
Right? Specifically is one that I host, right? Danabo fucking dropping some rhymes this past week. That's what's going to be happening tonight. Geek, I am excited to be in this room. No doubt the meme game is going to be fucking strong with this one, right?
Yeah, we
But
hope.
like I said, don't get your feelings hurt. It's all memes, people. It's all memes. Let's go.
Memes and dreams. I'm really fucking fuzzy. Yeah, there we go.
Listen,
Rabble.
I told that about I wanted blood, so I'm so happy. The energy is so fucking high this week. I'm really excited. And with that being said, let's not waste any time.
Let's go.
Right into the first topic.
Hell yeah.
So, here in the Hippy Dippy enterprise, we got a lot of movers and shakers behind the scene working on really original content. So we got a show, Marvel Geek with your bullshit, or make him angry. Each guest will have an opening statement to Marvel Geek with an anecdote.
Oh, that was...
Then discussion. All right.
Oh, I shot my shot.
By a show of hand, who's ready? Yeah, Paradigm jumping already. All right, Paradigm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most electric man on Twitch today would like to do all of you a favor. Excuse me, I'm talking.
Sir, it's opening
Mind yourself.
It's the rules.
Anyway, today
All right.
I will be trying to attempt
the
to.
rules. We don't interrupt. All right, Paradigm, go.
My bad. I am going to attempt to Marvel Geek and also make him angry because I'm going to shit talk all the guests, regardless of their political beliefs. I'm going to say the worst things that ever come to mind and not break TOS because I know how that works. But at the same time, I'm going to be today's antagonist. So if you think you got what it takes to beat me in a promo battle, you think you got what it takes to run your mouth and actually make me shut up, try it. Because I am the best on this microphone. I'm the best on Twitch. I'm the best in the world, the best poet, the best video editor, the best person. And there's nobody who can dispute that.
Damn. Going hard.
3 seconds into your opening statement.
That's fucked up though. 'Cause
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
the vibe, bro.
True. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Listen, you get me until you say like the best video editor. I took it personally. But
Sorry,
listen,
I am better than you. It's okay, dude, but we'll talk about it.
The honking shall continue until morale improves.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Let's see. Do I have a fucking poem ready?
All right, Maddie.
So this is specifically marveling Mr. Geek with my bullshit, right? And the objective is to either make you really like elicit a significant emotion.
Hold up. I'm going to add something. CTV being the co-host, he got his voice too,
Okay. Because this is more like directed towards Mr. Geek. So I have a pretty significant Twitter following. It fluctuates every so often, but it's grown pretty big. And a few weeks ago, I noticed that someone had stopped following me. And that someone is Français. Is from the country of France. And I was surprised. I was shocked being someone who's also,
called out.
My family is
called
French.
out.
I have beautiful takes. I'm stunningly beautiful. I was taken aback. So, Mr. Geek, what do you have to say for yourself?
Listen, I have one thing to say for myself. I'm editing video about the discourse all day.
Nobody cares, Geek. You
The
see
discourse.
That? Nobody cares.
The discourse,
Making
everybody.
Excuses to the lady. You stop following her, Geek. You stop following her. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bad person.
Listen, I was just
Bad person.
explaining it's not personal.
Yeah. It's not, I got you, Geek. Right. Because you just unfollowed the lady. What's up with that? You know what? You know what, Geek? It's.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't care. Like, I the fact that this was just marveling with your bullshit, I was like, ooh, this would be fun to like bring up and be like drama. But truthfully, like, I really don't care. I unfollow people when like they're driving me crazy, and then I'll refollow them later or not. But yeah, Mr. Geek,
She's upset. She
it's
mad.
Noticed, sir. It's noticed.
Yeah, and I just got in for effect. I just got in for effect. Really, that was.
All right, who's next?
Oh, you know what? I'm upset. We got Paradigm Shift here saying he's the most electric man on Twitch. Mr. Geek, you said to me that you want to bring some high energy here tonight. Electric, high energy. I think I got just the thing for you.
You
Now,
kind of got.
people
you
ask
could-
Roban, how do you get so good on Twitch? How do you get all this energy? How do you do things that you do? Well, you know what? I like to charge up. And the way I charge up is I take this nice little
These people are trying so hard. It's so
something you jumpstart
funny.
your car with.
Fucking tried
And
so
let me just hold
hard.
This here real quick. You just
No.
take these. You take these two things.
Oh fuck.
You just
No, no,
blast
no, no,
them.
no, 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 no.
You just blast them right
No, no,
here,
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no.
Put them right there, right on the nips.
Oh god, don't do that.
Ah! It's holding on.
Ah!
Flip the switch.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
That's energy, baby. That's energy. That's electricity.
That's fucking
how
hilarious.
the world has changed. All this low energy shit I'm seeing on Twitch, everybody coming on here talking about, I'm the best on Twitch. He's the best on Twitch. You're not. It's Roadman. 5 years from now, I told you, you're gonna remember the name. I love everybody on this panel. You guys are all cool people. You should follow everybody on here. But you're dealing with the king, baby. Let's go. Give it off to somebody else.
I mean, that's literally measurable energy. I don't know if anyone here can match that. That's just what I'm saying. So yeah.
Pure voltage. Well, I mean,
Pure
I will
voltage.
say that in Stanima, I was able to over this weekend, Geek. I have been going deep into the Rye Whiskey Tournament. If you head over to KOE Nation on YouTube, I am doing the Rye Whiskey Tournament 32 Rye matchup. Single elimination tournament. Last night we reviewed 20 fucking whiskeys last night.
Hell
and I'm
yeah.
still here standing just as good to go, and we will find out. You have to subscribe to KOE Nation on YouTube to
Oh
find
fuck.
out what will
It's
ultimately
another
become
it's like another promo section.
Extreme. What is the one rye whiskey you need to keep on your shelves, folks? You will find out only by subscribing to KOE Nation on YouTube.
You hear that,
and
everybody?
on Twitch. That is all you
What
need to do to
the
just get
fuck
the
is
one
happening?
tiny little piece of information. Then
He's
right
doing another
after that, we
promo.
go to the Sweet 16 Bourbon Tournament to find out what will be the extreme. So folks, come to KOE Nation on YouTube if you need this essential data for you to live a better life through extremeness. I am never above
I
shameless
don't know.
self-promotion, CTV. You can look at me like, what? This is shameless, utterly fucking shameless self-promotion with the energy of the Greek fucking gods. So,
Holy
yes,
fuck,
that's,
going
what
so
needed
hard.
to happen.
So fucking
and like
hard.
I said, these lips of mine, they speak no evil. And with that, I yield back to you beautiful people.
All right. Personally, I just want to say that, like, for me, you would be the winner just for testing 25 whiskey and still standing up today. Like, that's like
Thank you,
an exploit in itself.
That's worth knowing.
But yeah, anyway.
What the fuck are we doing tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
What's happening?
The KOE Nation on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. That's what we're doing tonight.
It's a movement, baby.
Yeah. Who's next?
Hey,
well-
real quick, geek.
You know, it
So
must be a bowel movement because I hear a bunch of shit coming out, Mike. That's all I'm hearing.
Oh damn, man.
Well, you should
Alright.
close your legs, man.
Wait. Okay,
I can-
have Beck go.
All right, geek. I haven't dealt with many Frenchmen in my life, except for one very
You're lucky.
specific time. Yeah, one specific time. We were on a field training exercise with one French unit and one German unit and one British unit. Guess who got fucking lost in the woods for over 3.5 hours and couldn't get fucking found by
It's
anybody?
like dunking
The
on some
Frenchmen.
French.
So hopefully
Oh my
today I
God.
will have a better experience with a slightly smarter Frenchman.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but not really.
It was fucking
Alright.
sad.
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
So
Alright,
I guess I'll just
Red.
talk for a minute. I don't really have much electric conversation to have, but I do have a question for you, Mr. KOE Nation on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. How do you feel that your strategy is going? Do you think that saying the same thing continuously over and over again is going to get you
Yes,
a
it works.
substantial inflow
It
of
totally
money?
fucking
That's-
works.
That's good
It works.
marketing.
YouTube, Twitch, and
Yep.
TikTok.
It totally-
You
definitely
remembered
works.
it. I mean,
Definitely
you
works.
remember
Good
it. I mean,
marketing,
he
KOE.
is- Thank you.
I do
Good
understand the
fucking
phrase of
marketing.
like no marketing is bad marketing or whatever, or what's the actual, I can't remember the word.
Don't
but
care what you say about me. Just spell my name right.
Bad
That's
news
the
is
old
good
phrase.
news.
But the whole thing is just like, I feel like you're gonna actually grow hatred in your like.
Oh,
for
really?
people
Wow, Ray
instead of-
is coming out.
instead of-
Ray's
people
coming out with
liking you.
knives.
Oh, it's one of those weird secrets of the pro wrestling industry. If people love you or they hate you, if they're reacting to you, that is what fucking works. Robe Man is fucking wise to it. I mean, that's why he's got the gimmick. He's got everything rocking.
Yeah, but Roadman is
dude,
like
you'll never
like
forget his name. I'm gonna
it's
call
like
him Tunic
soft,
Man
or
by
he's got
tomorrow.
this
It's
candle,
like
like,
I'm
what-
horrible with names.
What smells?
Turn
What
him
scents
down.
that candle, Roadman? What is it?
Success.
It's success scented.
Success, amazing.
Can you show me that, or are you
So
lying?
it smells
Oh,
like
Rhea,
it smells
debate,
like
bro.
Ananias
Money,
feet.
baby.
Well, you can't just see all the success emanating out of that room. I mean, come
No,
on,
I'm
it's
saying
literally
that there's a
coming out of every
label
pore.
on the candle,
Alright,
and I'm
alright.
pretty sure it's not.
Yeah,
a
when I
success
see people
label.
hook up their
We're
nipples
making
to a electric
our
circuit, I
giveaway.
think success.
Me too.
Okay, okay. I want to keep
Mhm.
some of that energy for the debate.
Mhm.
All right, be weird.
Yeah. So, paradigm shift. You said you were a poet. We're doing some slam poetry here in Montreal. Any Montrealers in the chat, come fucking down to Théâtre Sainte-Catherine, Theater St. Cat's, and we're doing a slam poetry. We're gonna have an invited guest come in, a fucking professional poet do a piece, and then poets are gonna come in with original material and like do battle, and we give scorecards to judges in the audience randomly, and it's a real gas. You gotta check it out. If you've never been to a
So
slam,
you
It's
want
like
me to fly 10 hours
oh
to Montreal
hell no.
Yes.
Yo, you got a way better seat in
Drive
America,
through now.
man. If you in America,
go-
just to
White version of
prove
a
that I'm
rap
better
battle.
than all of them? Like,
you are
Yes.
welcome. I will feature you. If you got
You get to read
poetry,
poetry
you
on
got
the
a spot.
what
I love
day
how
is
Be
it?
Weird.
What
I
day
love
is
how
it?
Be Weird dropped a quick little French restaurant or something just to get on Geeks good side there. That was good.
It's
That's a
February
Vienna,
20th.
that's a
February
restaurant.
20th. It is following the improv comedy show that is at the same place. Super fun.
Hey,
Mais je
Paradigm
parle
Shift.
français.
I just
Tu parles
wanted to throw
français
this
aussi?
out real quick.
Je parle
I
un
do
peu.
I do a poem of the
peu
week on
français.
my YouTube channel. So the
It's
fact that you're
bilingual.
doing poetry, fucking A right, man.
Yeah, man.
If you got any great poems, message them my way. I just read any old poem every Wednesday.
I have
so,
4
fuck it.
albums, 2 books, and
Actu-
a manuscript. So yeah, I'll do this.
Oh,
Oh,
poets in the
shit, he-
chat.
Damn.
Poets
Oh,
in
he
the chat.
published.
Oh my god, fuck, so good.
All right.
God,
And with that,
TV, you're thick.
rabble. Listen, I can say I was marveled. Even if you
Oh.
listen, I appreciate all the demonstration. Wait, CTV. What?
Ooh.
What?
Is he
Ooh.
peer wedding?
I was
Ooh.
told.
Okay,
We're
listen,
debating,
that's all
but I'm
CTV
doing a
needs to
show
do. I'm
too?
marveled.
Hell yeah, let's go.
CTV, you got an OnlyFans CTV? Damn.
Okay.
He's one of the top hot tub streamers on Twitch, don't you know?
I don't know
Wow.
where to go from here.
Technically it's a swimming pool, but you know,
All right.
we'll meld the two
Oh.
together.
Okay.
I say this because
I
I've never
think
seen
that
it.
could-
I just
Twit. That's the only thing you need to be, right?
Mhm.
French.
Française.
We?
Reminder. Okay.
When he talks, no one talks.
Um,
He's getting upset.
I think with that, I can say I was marveled. I appreciated all the performance, especially if you took the opportunity to take a dig at someone else in the panel during your thing. Good job. I love it. And yeah, with that being said, I think that was a fun first topic. And we're going to jump into the main one. Oh my God, I love the energy in the room. All right, let's go right into it. All right. Will Trump pardon the January 6th rioter when he wins back his stolen presidency in 2024? Or will he be charged by the radical, vicious, racist prosecutors and go to jail before he can return to that beautiful, beautiful house that happens to be white? And with that,
So good.
I'm going to start with Maddie.
Cool. CTV's upset. You could deal with it, sir. So yeah, I mean, it's funny because there are a number of reasons why Donald Trump should be prosecuted. January 6th just happens to be at the top of that massive freaking pile. And I think it's interesting that he goes out of his way to highlight just how partisan the judicial branch of our government has become by essentially saying that no matter what happens, he's going to pardon folks should he take back the presidency, or saying, you know, I'm going to just fill the bench, the judicial bench, with federal judges who are loyal to me and who subscribe to my particular ideology. And Trump's particular ideology, by the way, is
not very good.
basically just pro-Trump.
Yeah.
And then around the details, that's all malleable. So he's saying the quiet part out loud again. Because this is exactly what the Republicans have been saying they're going to do from basically the beginning of the fucking time, is that they want to circumvent our established democratic processes just so long as they are able to continue to be in power. That isn't unique to Trump. That is going to happen should they take back control of the Senate, of the House of Representatives, of any state houses, of any governorships. Like, maybe we're lucky that Trump's saying the quiet part out loud, because you know what they're going to do. You know what they stand for. And what they stand for is covering their asses and basically holding themselves to a different standard. I'll finish by saying it's my literal job to work to elect Democrats. And I will basically work myself to death if needed to ensure that Trump is never elected to any office ever again.
It's pretty cool.
So that's where
it's
I'm
pretty awesome.
End.
Dang.
All right.
That's too bad.
I'm going to Fred to have big take.
So, one, as a person who typically votes for the GOP, I'm praying that fucking Donald Trump never gets the fucking opportunity to pardon these people. I just hope he doesn't fucking run again. But on the off chance that he gets into office, I don't think he even plans on pardoning all of the fucking people. I think what is getting misconstrued in the media right now is him saying all the fucking weird people that were just kind of like walking around in the Capitol that ended up getting held in prison, or not prison, but held in like county jails for months on end. Shit like that is going to end up getting like taken off the record. I don't think he's talking about taking the fucking shaman or whatever that QAnon shaman and getting him out of jail.
No, of course not. Because irrelevant.
But I think it's moot anyway. I don't think Trump's going to be running for president.
Can I reply to that? I'm just kind of curious. Like,
fucking no, it's it's fucking it's opening statements.
It's opening
I'm
statements.
Sorry, did everybody forget we're in the conversation we're at? It's opening statements,
Okay.
right?
Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't know.
Make his opening statement.
Sorry.
High energy. High energy.
Okay. Wait. I'm taking the VL on that one. I should have precised this in the rule. During opening and closing statement, you don't interrupt. Cool. All right. Phil, go ahead.
Well. So, folks, Trump is done. He's kind of done it again. He's found a way to keep himself in the headlines, keep himself relevant, and keep everybody talking about him.
Opening statement.
Rhea, how you were saying your name earlier? I forget. You were talking about, are you sure, like, you might just get the negative reaction out of people. That's the thing. If people love you or hate you, so long as they are reacting to you, you are holding their attention. The two politicians in the United States that get the most negative reaction, and number 3 isn't even fucking close, is Donald Trump and AOC. Those are the two that get the most negative reactions out of people. And you will notice those are the two that seem to captivate our attention the most. So Trump is doing something. He's keeping himself in the headlines. He's keeping himself very relevant. And to the people who think, oh, Trump just can't win, there's just no way he can do it, go back in time to yourself in February of 2015 and say, hey, guess who's the president in 2021? Donald Trump! Yeah, Trump made time travel fucking cheaper. So what I'm getting at, if you think he can't fucking win, the guy outraises, and he raises more money than any Republican combined. He's outraising the Democrats. He's got a war chest, the likes of which few have ever seen. Now, whether he's going to actually pardon anybody, that wouldn't happen till the end of his second term. To me, like, I think he could get a lot of political capital by, like, we all know the picture of, like, the little grandma that was holding the flag. If he were to, like, pardon her and, like, expunge any of that from his record, or her record, that would actually do well for his base. That would do tremendously well for his base. The people who hate him would hate it, but for his base, it would be A+. Like, well, fucking A, he's willing to fight for the people who actually fucking support him. So keep in mind, who is he trying to persuade? It might not be you here in the panel. Because if you think he can't win, keep in mind, all he has to do is shore up just a few votes in Pennsylvania, Arizona, and one of the Rust Belt states, and he's the 45th and 47th president of the United States. So for those who think it just can't happen and it shouldn't, I don't know. But when I think of like the grandma that was waving the flag, we've all seen the picture, I think of a quote by Abraham Lincoln. And it is, there are times where the path of mercy is preferable to the path of the strictest justice. And for somebody like that little old grandma that's walking around and she's waving the flag, now the people who are violent that day, they should be condemned and the law will deal with them in the way that the law will deal with them. But, you know, I'm talking about like just, again, I'm just using her as kind of the proof of type and as the archetype of what I'm talking about here.
Do you know what he's
folks,
saying?
I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with this, but like it or not, Trump DeSantis ticket in 2024 has a really good chance of winning because every day Biden is in office, Trump looks that much better. And the Democrats are about to get shellacked in the midterms, and that's going to prove that. So, I mean, folks who think, like, oh, Trump can't win. Okay. The Democrats are about to fucking learn a really hard lesson here in about 11 months. So, tick-tock goes the clock, Democrats. You don't have much time to hang on. And I yield.
All right, I'm going to fade to Rio.
Okay, so for one, I sincerely hope that Trump is not reelected, but I am not positive that that is going to be the case. I think that there's a lot of people in this country that still hold out support for him. However, I feel that is misguided. I don't understand the desire to still support somebody like him, but I do understand that he has garnered such a reputation because of his personality and who he is. I think that if he does get reelected, his best course of action is to let the judicial system do what they will with all the people who were charged in the January 6th riot. Anything that they decide's best. I don't think that he should interfere at all, because if he does end up pardoning some of the more like intense people at the January 6th insurrection, he's probably gonna kind of be committing political suicide within all of the groups that are not like the rioters themselves or the QAnon crowd and such like that. I really genuinely hope that the Democrats can put forth like an energizing candidate in 2024, but they have not done that since Obama, so I don't really think it's going to happen. We're probably going to end up with having to reelect Biden, which is terrible, but I'm not.
He won't survive. Biden's going to
better
die.
than having
There's no
Trump
way.
back again.
There's no way that Biden's going to live that long.
And I don't think that Trump, even if he does get reelected or doesn't, I don't think that he's going to get charged with anything. If they had
Currently
the
being
proof,
charged.
like enough to charge him for incitement or anything like that, he would already be in jail. So it's not going to happen. I wish it would. He probably deserves it, but as of where we're at right now, probably not.
True.
All right. I'm going to fade to Roman.
Hey, thank you. You know, I'm hearing some people talk about Democrats. You know, we want to get Democrats in office. Matty Cakes, I'm all for, you know, anybody who's in the political process. I respect your grind, trying to get your party elected. But I got to say, if a Democrat gets elected, if more Democrats get elected in 2022, 2024, I'm going to throw up faster than if I drink Half-Baked Takes dip cup. That shit is ridiculous. Nobody wants that. Last night, I went to McDonald's, and all they had were McChickens and chicken nuggets. I couldn't order anything else from the store.
My guy couldn't get his
McDonald's. I go to the grocery store. The shelves are bare. There's nothing going on. What's happening here? Thanks, Biden. Thanks, Democrats. They didn't have that over when Trump was in office. You know, we weren't dealing with this stuff. Not to say I'm a Trump guy. And to get to the topic, you know, this whole thing with Trump dangling the pardons over these people with getting elected, I think that's scumbaggy. I'm not a Trump guy first. I'm a Republican. I don't want to say I'm a Republican. I'm more conservative, but I'm not this dude who's like Trump, Trump, Trump. I think it's gross. I want to get all these memes out of the office. I'm all for memes on these panels. That shit is dope. But when it comes to my president, I want somebody who's going to get shit done. I want somebody who's going to make it so when I pay property taxes, fucking paying taxes up the ass, that stuff is going to get used for actual beneficial things and not just some middle management administrative bullshit that somebody sitting on their ass at a desk is getting paid $120,000 because they know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
What's this guy saying?
You know, all these people who are working essential jobs during this whole pandemic, they need to be taken care of. These teachers need to be taken care of. Biden's not doing it. So let's get a Republican in
Fucking
here.
Biden,
If Trump's
man.
not going to do it, fuck Trump too.
Fucking
I need a
Biden.
conservative in here. I like DeSantis. I like somebody who's going to get the job done. I don't want to see this dangling of pardons. I don't like that. I think it's creepy. Let's get it going, dude. America's America, bro. We came here because it's a free country. We want to live a good life.
Woo,
We got to get somebody in this
sheesh.
office who's going to take care of the common man. Let's go. I yield.
All right, I'm going to try to be weird.
Hey everybody, so I've been following the trucker convoy, the Freedom Convoy as it's known in Canada, and to me, I think the Conservatives, brother, the Conservatives in both Canada and America are currently going through an identity crisis. We're watching Conservatives splinter between the moderates and the radicals. When the radicals win, the political system will be abandoned. The neutrality of the judiciary has already been compromised by politicization after the shenanigans we saw with like the Supreme Court hearings, like Brett Kavanaugh and all that nonsense. After the Dems lose the midterms, which happens often to incumbent parties, Republicans are going to scuttle the January 6th committee, which is the only people actually getting kind of close to what's going on with the January 6th, and we're seeing all sorts of interesting evidence come out about that. They will then vilify the traitors within their party, such as Liz Cheney. We're already seeing that now. Once the purge of the party is complete, they will seek to pick up where they last left off. Once left-leaning folks realize that the political arena is closed off, they will begin to resort to violence. The cold civil war that has been brewing will heat up, and political violence will increasingly become the norm. One likely scenario is if a crumbling bridge becomes a rallying cry for populist anti-government sentiment, and a local police officer defies government authority, and a standoff between militarized population and the military starts to emerge. So that's kind of like where I see things possibly happening. It's a very likely scenario that me as a lefty in Canada is like, holy fucking shit.
All right. I'm going to try to CTV.
Low ad.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck?
Can you hear us? Do you know it's
Oh
your
yeah.
line?
Oh yeah. I can hear you. Right?
It's called tension, drama.
It's the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
See, this is what y'all don't understand about a damn thing when
Doomer
it comes
take?
to content creation, right? Some of y'all just be jumping in there, just
Yeah, I mean,
just firing it at motherfuckers, right?
high energy.
But in reality,
Mm.
what you got to do is build it up,
I think I
right?
did a good
and
argument.
with all the shit that was in the room, we had to go all the way back down in order to rebuild this motherfucker.
All right,
All right. So
build your
look,
argument.
here's the question,
Uh-huh.
right? The question is,
Yeah, sorry, Cluxy. I'm pretty doomer pilled.
will Trump pardon the January 6th rioters when he wins back his stolen presidency
Yes,
in
definitely
2024?
gonna happen.
What a loaded fucking question
So
from the
loaded.
start. Let me be real with you. That's a loaded fucking question.
course.
Right?
It's kinda
Everybody
a
else
joke.
is like, oh yeah, let's go. Fucking ride the Danabo trying to trick everybody train. But you know what, Danabo? My eyes are on you. I see what's going on here. Now, or will he be charged by the radical, vicious, racial prosecutors and go to jail before he can return to
I'm also going
that
hard, Cluxy,
beautiful,
just for
beautiful
entertainment.
house that happens to be white? Now that we understand the lodation of the question, right? Let's
Location?
proceed from here. Of course, Trump's gonna fucking win. Biden is making
yeah, brother.
everybody like go, what in the ever loving fuck?
Truck, yeah, brother.
Why is he president? Gas prices have went up by a full $2 at this point, I think, right? It's fucking crazy. So, and then not only that, but it's obvious if anybody's been paying attention to foreign policy that
That's a
the
good
botched
question.
fucking pullout in Afghanistan has definitely increased Putin's
Yeah.
willingness to say push
I am.
back against Ukraine joining NATO, right? Which
Maybe
at this
Rhea.
point makes me question whether or not NATO should even exist as an organization.
Wow,
So, like,
anti-NATO.
There's a whole
sentiment.
lot of, there's going to be, say,
It's
20,
happening.
30 years, we're going to see a deconstruction of different alliances or different ways that governments have been formed around the world.
Okay.
What ends up happening in 2024
All right.
and how a DeSantis Trump ticket, I don't think would have a problem winning, frankly.
DeSantis and Trump on
I
a
just
ticket?
don't, right? DeSantis is fucking loved, especially down here in Florida, right? Matter
Oh
of
my
fact,
God, he
I
lives
don't-
in Florida.
I want to keep DeSantis down here as long as we can and just put him directly into the seat, right? I don't want him in the side seat. I want him in the seat. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let's go, Brandon, right?
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go fucking Brandon.
Let's go, Brando.
And
On y va, Brando.
let's go, Brandon.
Nous y allons, Brando.
Let's go,
All
Brandon.
right. And with that being said, last but not least, paradigm shift.
Yeah, Paradigm Shift's amazing. I like this guy.
We're bringing the energy down and waiting to build it up, and there's nobody who does that better with the flow of the top of his voice than the Paradigm Shift. Getting ready to change your mind and your ideals. Let us do what we need to do first and do what CTV did and readdress the question.
Heyo.
First of all,
I think I'm the only one who answered it.
The January 6th rioters? Of course he will.
I feel like I'm
Free
just being
votes.
copied at this point.
Free votes. You are. Free votes. Free votes. Why not? Yeah, it would be political suicide. But you're talking about a man who's about to enter his, past 75, 76, 77? Geek, you want to look me dead in my eyes and ask me if he's going to do something for his rabid fan base that's going to love to suck his dick every single damn time? Like, of course. Will he succeed at it? Who knows? Who gives a shit? Will the radical political leftists of the storm actually bring upon the hell that will finally bring Trump down and show everyone once and for all that the white man is the bad man?
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, look at the jamming situation we have here. Democrats can't afford to fail at litigating him, because if they do, game over.
True.
Where's the proof? It's gonna be the Russian dossier all
Wait.
over again.
Oh,
It's
wait,
gonna
this
be
guy's got-
Ukraine. It's
wait,
gonna
what?
be Benghazi.
Wait, what?
We fail here. Trump won. Trump won. There's just no way.
Oh, wow.
There's no way to beat this. To answer
Oh,
your
wow,
question,
Paradigm.
absolutely. I think he will.
the
I don't
fuck,
think we're
Paradigm?
going to succeed in bringing him down, because crime syndicates like the mafia, when we go back to tax evasion, etc., there's really a hard way to bring down somebody who you know is shooting motherfuckers right in the street. Like, can we not pretend that America don't hide its fucking its thugs very well?
Oh, okay.
I think that Trump will attempt to pardon them because it makes sense for him to look like a hero. Am I happy about this? Absolutely not. Nah, clearly. But like,
seem
in
kinda happy
reality
about it.
sense, if
I don't
we
know.
could have touched that man, we would have touched that man by now. If he come, that's why he don't come back to New York, because he know we gonna fold him.
All the
like a
YouTubers
slice of
left.
pizza. Yo, if we want to have this conversation, we need to actually, and this is the first and only time today I'm going to agree with anybody who's like, let's go, Brandon, because you know you can just say, fuck Joe Biden. I can say it
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Look, me, fuck
Yes.
Joe Biden. Hey, look.
You can
Yo,
do
Wes
it.
ain't clicking in. Oh, the stream's not taking down. So the fact that you got to resort to that is the first part. We're going to leave that for later, though.
Let's fucking go.
I think, and I will end it with this, that we are in a very perplexing situation where there is
Fuck
a
Trudeau.
set of people who feel victimized by the actions of the radical left.
Radical
and now
left.
the radical left must finally do something. Or else, yeah, I do see like a Trump victory and a let those people go, because as we know, he was handing out pardons left and right before he left office.
True.
All right. And with that being said, before opening, sorry, one last thing. If you want to blame anyone for the topic, twitch.tv/dadavo.
Nah. Okay, he threw you under the bus then, because the first time when he hit me up for the panel, he was
Just
like, yo, blame
good
Geek.
dodge.
Blame me.
Good duck there.
Check out that rap too while you're at it.
Just passing the buck. Wow.
That just like Americans, just passing the
All
buck.
right, now rabble.
How the How the
Paradigm.
turntables. Oh, Jesus.
Can I make a point really quickly? Like, so I just want to address, like, Roadman made a point about how he's like, I want my, property taxes to go towards things. That's why it's Biden's fault. I just like to point out that 100% of revenue generated from property taxes goes towards local governments.
True.
Has nothing to do with federal funding or the federal government
True.
whatsoever. In fact, there
Very
are some
true.
areas of the country where there are zero property taxes. That would not happen if these were required for funding federal programs. So perhaps you
Got
should
'em.
do a little bit of research
Got
into
'em.
where your taxes go
I
and what
understand.
exactly, no, not done yet, and what actually funds different programs so that you can direct your anger to the right place. Otherwise, you're just an angry, ignorant person. And I know that that makes up a significant portion of it. But hey, let's be agents of change.
No, see, when I had my
Classic
when I
Lex.
had my
So,
when I had my
that's a
speech, what I was
Roman
saying,
response.
it was more of a general speech about today's government. Yeah, I understand
The
like
economy,
local
everybody.
governments, yeah, but everything that I'm doing or everything that I'm seeing in the world, it's a direct I think it starts with the president. Most people aren't involved in their local politics. Most people aren't involved in getting deep into the stuff that we are like on Twitch. They're waking up, they're drinking their coffee, they're putting on CNN for a half an hour, getting told that January 6th is still important, and then they go off to work and then talk about it at the water cooler for
You
50
don't think
minutes.
trying to overthrow a democratic process was important? You don't think
And
like
here we
people
go.
showing up with a noose was like? But that's part of what we're talking about, right?
Well,
so
let me
here,
now
let's go back to the
That's not
question.
what, like,
let
Go
me
back to the
respond to that.
question.
Let
It's
me
like,
respond
will
to that.
he? Do, like, here, hold on. Let me just frame. Let me just frame it. Let me frame it.
French.
Phil,
Hey,
Phil,
your noise gate is cutting you off.
Phil.
Excuse me. All right. I want Maddie to finish her point, and after that, I want Have Baked Take and no, Phil and Have Baked Take.
Yeah, I just want to like level set to say, okay, going back to the question, and then I promise I'll let you like respond to it. But I mean, the question was whether or not Trump will pardon these people. Well, in order to pardon, like, there are certain assumptions with that, and making a judgment for whether or not he will do so makes me call into question for everyone who gave their opening statement. Do you think what happened on January 6th was wrong or undemocratic or dangerous? Because I think that would be a decent foundation from which we can build this conversation. Because if you saw nothing wrong with that, maybe that's worth
Maddie,
examining.
you
question.
can
Can I
say it's
respond to that?
wrong without thinking it's a fucking insurrection. You can understand that people can do bad shit and fucking stupid shit, and it's not a fucking coup. People equate 1/6 with 9/11. They have the fucking balls to do that shit. And
I don't. Who's
go
doing it here?
go listen to shows like fucking Morning Joe. Go listen to shows any like fucking
Kamala
big
Harris.
shit,
I don't-
Kamala Harris
mainstream
did.
MSNBC.
You understand that
Her name is Kamala, dude, not Kamala.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris did.
Jesus.
She said what? 9/11, Pearl Harbor, January 6th, and then they had a fucking
don't
candlelight
remember
vigil.
saying that.
They had a candlelight vigil on the fucking steps for January 6th, bro. This is so goofy. They just want so bad to have some type of like little like some event that they can hold on to. They want their new Russiagate. They want their new their new thing that everybody can be distracted by.
Setting
to
up
not pay-
gallows is
to-
goofy.
Yeah, what about the pipe
it's,
bomb?
It's a symbol. It's a statement.
What
It's
about
a
the pipe
statement. You know
bomb?
what happens? No, let me finish.
Bro,
let me
man,
finish.
what
let
about
me
the
finish.
pipe bomb?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Bit, bro.
Both offices.
There's people who went to this protest that did some creepy shit that was not right. I am not for those people doing those things. Bringing a pipe bomb, hurting someone, violence. I'm not for that. But what happens is people on the left, they go and talk to these Trump supporters, and they're like, you're an idiot. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Like, fuck you. You lost, blah, blah, blah. They can't have any type of discourse online without getting censored. Nobody can talk about anything. So here's what happens. They all go to the fucking Capitol and say, you don't want to listen to me online? You don't want to listen to me on these news programs? You want to try to censor me? I'm going to fucking talk to you right to your face, politicians. And now everybody's freaking out like, oh my God, how could you do such a thing? But that's what happens. If you don't want to give people the right to talk and the right to like have their opinion in these discourses, and you just want to censor,
talking right now.
we are, and this is good. I'm happy that we can have this conversation. I respect everybody here on the left, everybody on the right. That's fine. I have respect for everyone here. But beforehand, at the time when this happened, there was a very weird situation where everything was getting censored that was not considered allowed. You know what I mean? And I've been talking about
organize it on Facebook? Didn't they like organize this largely on like social media platforms? Like this was where it was talked about. That's how they got found out. Like, was that being censored?
Okay, I want to throw it to Paradigm, and after that, Rhea.
Wasn't I supposed to go in there?
Yeah, but
yeah,
we had
Phil,
a
sorry.
thing.
My bad.
Yeah, let Phil. Yeah.
This is something I wanted to just get in here because this is fascinating that most people have never even heard of this. But in 2019, anti-Kavanaugh protesters actually stormed the Senate Hart office building and actually breached inside. And yet the fact that most of the people within the sound of my voice have never even fucking heard of this, let alone you won't even know, like, oh, we going to call those people insurrectionists now? Violent, dangerous insurrectionists. Matty Cakes, I'm curious. Will you say right now you consider them violent, dangerous insurrectionists, and you think the law enforcement should round them up just like they're doing to
Were they I just have a question. Like, are we equating? No, you asked me a question. You asked me a question.
That
Will,
noise
you
gate is
asked me a
killing me right.
question. You asked me a question.
Okay. Maddie, you can respond, but after
No,
that,
I'm
I
asking
have
right
to
now.
No. Maddie, you can respond since like Phil asked you a question, but after that, I have to fade to Paradigm and Rhea.
Yeah, no, I think, okay, listen, let's draw a distinction between people protesting the nomination of someone who somehow had over $1 million debt,
both
like
broke into government
mysteriously paid off, for someone who
Trying to
had
overtake our
all of
democracy.
his like records sealed. Yeah, like let's just wonder, like there's a difference between a legitimate like
Will you call upon them
protest
to be
where they're
arrested? Yes or
sitting
no?
in.
It's a yes or no
Oh, I'm
question.
sorry. Did any of them? Well, as part of that, because I need more information to make an educated determination.
breached
Did
the
any of
building.
them happen? No, I'm asking you a question. Did any of them happen to bring zip ties with them, intended
breached
to
the building.
tie
That's all we
hands
can
behind their
say.
backs?
Sheesh.
I have a
You're
question
saying
though.
no,
Like, do they
So
have any?
your
Did they have any zip
That's a good
ties?
question.
definition of
Did they sit on
insurrection
gallows?
leans
Did they sit on
on
Bad
gallows?
takes.
what the
Were
people
they
have.
trying to?
Bad
Were they
takes.
trying?
Muting people.
Consistent. Go to
I just looked it up, and
Okay,
no protesters
no.
entered the Supreme.
No, I'm sorry, French. Again, I'm sorry. I'm going to do this. I'm sorry, French. I'm going to fade to first of all, KOE, fix your like mic gain or like noise gate and everything because like you're saturating to death. We can't hear you. I'm going to fade to Paradigm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this thing that I like to do here, where it's the both sides thing, just to be kind, just to be nice. But then again, I will always make my point at the end. If you've ever met me before, that's what I do. All right, we want to generate some content here.
Content.
I don't know who taught you how to debate, kid, but I'm gonna take you to school real quick, KOV. I'm gonna show you how we do this here, and then we're gonna rock from there. All
Everybody's
right?
got like so many.
First of all, yes, a lot of people
big
on
up
the left did
statements.
actually mention the Kavanaugh storming of the storming of the Supreme Court building. But then again, a lot of misinformation and a lot of fake memes popped up, which made it sound a lot worse than it was, which can be a parallel to January 6th, and I will bring that up right now. But the current consensus is that a lot of stuff on 4chan and 8chan did make it seem a lot worse than it was, and you can Google this really quickly, and everybody will show you the actual fact check. They didn't actually enter the building. And now let's compare that to January 6th, since that seems to be a part of the conversation. Whenever I talk about big social movements like Black Lives Matter and the riots, because there were riots, we can't pretend there weren't riots. And when I talk about January 6th and the riot, because there was only one riot, and we talk about Kavanaugh, and we talk about Black Lives Matter going up to the Capitol and being met by FBI, all these things that are happening. When I ask people, what is the purpose? What is the goal of your group of people? What message are you all unifying behind, regardless of if you're all splintered into these little groups that want different things? To be fair, I will be honest with you. The hypocrisy does come from the left when we try to excuse violence in certain protests and movements because the main objective is some type of social change that would benefit everyone. To compare that to January 6th, I don't like doing because of the point I'm about to bring up, but I will be kind and offer you that as a correct answer. My question is, if we all know that Trump just said out of his mouth, why didn't Mike Pence overturn the election? Word by word. Then the end of this conversation effectively means that and watch this, I'm about to give conservatives the fucking win in 2024 for the entire audience. I'm about to give y'all the win. All you had to do was say that you were exercising the right to overthrow a tyrannical government that wasn't doing what you thought it was supposed to do.
They've been saying
Nobody there even invokes that, even though they invoke the Constitution as a part of this discussion. Therefore, I have to assume that you're doing it for something else. And that something else is the problem here. Because if you want to assume that January 6th was decent, wasn't an insurrection by any means, then you have to ask yourself, who was giving the order, who was stirring the crowd?
They made t-shirts.
What was their main objective? To stop the steal, which we know of as now from the man who parroted said lie that there was no steal. So him winning the presidency in 2024 and returning us back to that would only be a hellscape. Joe Biden being the president would only be a hellscape. But we can't sit here and pretend like January 6th was nothing bad because it's just that they just happen to be dumb enough to not be able to execute it properly.
Yeah.
If they were a little smarter,
Actually,
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
He's right.
We'd all be sitting
He's
here.
so
I don't
fucking
know.
right.
I'm gonna make the meme. We'd all be sitting here
Paradigm,
talking
you can't
Chinese.
believe that. Paradigm, you don't fucking believe that. They had
so
those
funny.
fucking rioters out of that building in 2 fucking hours, and then they
2 hours.
fucking
2 hours. It takes
2
2
hours.
hours to stop a riot.
Bruh.
That's a movie.
They
Bruh.
were
That's
out-
a movie.
They
I
Bruh.
don't
had
want
the
to sleep
building
in movies
cleared
that
within
long.
a few hours, and within the same day,
People
fucking
died.
certified the election for Joe Biden. What are you
People
talking
died.
about?
Cops were like
people
attacked,
died.
trying to do their job.
America was
By
gonna
people
fall the
wearing-
No,
military
He said
fucking
people
let him
wearing-
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you really think America was gonna fall to fucking military coup that day?
I was memeing at that point. I'm sorry. I could see
Okay.
you taking that serious. No,
My
I was
bad.
memeing.
Yeah, no. If you're just
That's
memeing
fair.
at that
Okay,
point,
okay,
That
I
was
mean-
that. Yeah.
No,
for
the
the-
Wait,
question
I
is,
have a
like-
question. I have a very clear
No.
question. Half baked takes. What do
Sorry,
you?
Okay,
but
look,
no,
look,
Be weird. Sorry, be weird. You'll go after, but like I want to fade to Rhea.
Okay, so guys, I know there's a lot of energy in the room, but when Geek starts talking, all you end up making me do is exercise the sword, and then I'm going to start muting y'all because I'm not just going to start yelling over you. I'm not going to do that. So listen for what Geek's doing. All right.
Sorry, Rhea, go.
Okay, so I
Right?
agree and disagree with a lot of the points being made from a couple people on the panel here. I don't think that anybody on the left genuinely believes that the amount of people who entered the Capitol were enough to topple our actual long-standing, decades and decades, centuries long government. That's not going to happen, and with a couple thousand people. If at the worst, our military would have stepped in and done some atrocious
I
things.
guess people forget about the legal aspect of this.
Yeah. So my main issue with this is that I looked it up. There are 768 people who currently have pending charges on them in regards to
Wow.
the January 6th
That's a lot of people.
insurrection.
That's a lot of people.
I don't think that Trump himself would expend the energy to sign 768 sheets of paper in order to pardon each of these people. I genuinely don't think that he cares enough about the US citizens. I think that if anything, he would probably pardon a few of the ultra symbolic, really, really wacky ones, and then parade those people around at rallies for the next few years, gathering support from the super radical right side people. I agree with what I think Weird. I think you were saying that we're going towards an inevitable shift and breakage of the center right and far right groups in our government, our country right now. I think that is going to happen, and I see Trump's party or Trump's side winning right now.
Yeah,
but
same here.
with Pence
Same here for sure.
actively denouncing Trump and stuff in recent days, Pence is a nobody. Nobody really cares about him, but he does
True.
hold the evangelical
The
vote.
evangelicals for sure.
And I
yeah.
think that the conservative Christians in our government or in our nation might actually be enough to hold some kind of formal Republican Party value. If anything, I see Trump kind of branching off and forming his own Freedom Party or whatever.
Oh, that would fuck everything up.
It's gonna make it all really stupid,
fuck it up.
and everything's gonna be awful for
No,
the next
don't do
5
it.
years.
I mean, this would be. I mean, people might agree with you, but the GOP has a long-standing history of being in lockstep when it comes to voting and when it comes to election years. I don't see the Typically, Republicans come out to vote for Republicans. You don't see situations like the left where you have Bernie Sanders stands who are like, "Fuck Joe Biden. I'm not going to vote for Joe Biden." Well, this doesn't typically happen on the right. You typically don't see this.
Bernie has been a registered independent for 40 years. The only reason that people on the left stepped up.
He also
behind
endorsed
him-
Biden.
Yeah, the only reason that people stepped up behind him is because we recognized that Biden wasn't the optimal candidate. And the only reason that we ended up settling on Biden in the end is because if we didn't settle on somebody who had the vast majority of support amongst moderate Democrats in our country, then Trump would have won re-election. And we didn't want that to happen.
It's true, they did make that choice.
What about in 2016, where you
so
had
I work
a
in
good
electoral
portion
politics.
of those people switch and vote for Trump instead of Hillary?
I think that
I
people
work in
understand it.
electoral politics. If you want an
Yeah, go for
expert
it.
opinion, yeah.
I
So
love the word expert getting tossed out
thank
on a
you
Twitch
so
and
much.
YouTube
I work
channel.
with multiple congressional campaigns, governor campaigns, and senatorial campaigns. So if you can find another expert in the next like 10 minutes, I'd love to hear it. But here's the thing.
Oh.
There are a number of reasons why, like we talk about national elections, why national elections are so important. The reality is this: national elections are won at the local level.
True.
Local organizing is what wins those votes, is what whips those votes, is what gets people energized to go out and then vote at the national level. So when we say, oh, but not everyone's like involved with local politics, that's actually one reason why I'm on Twitch as a whole. I have my normal job.
Whoa,
it's what I do, but I'm here because I want people to get involved at the local level. And follow Phil KOE Nation, twitch.tv. Going on. So like we can talk about all these different reasons why, oh, well, here's Biden won, here's why we lost in 2016, here's why whatever. That's all well and good. Like you can read any of the debriefs that have been published that actually go through the voter data, that go through polling data, that really dig into perceptions, that dig into behavioral economics, that go into why people acted a certain way, why people switched their vote, whatever. The reality is this: Biden had the support massively across the Democratic base in 2020. He was not my first choice, but he was someone where when you see that kind of widespread support, you go behind him, you back him, because that is your best bet. But then the way you actually whip votes and get people out isn't by pushing for Biden. You push for those local elections. You talk about the issues that people discuss at their dinner tables. You talk about things that are relevant to them, and then you whip those votes. That's how we drive turnout.
Okay.
So we can talk about all this like high level, well, it's because people lost faith and they care about whatever the fuck. And it's like, no, like it deals with like local organizing. It deals about with being dialed into what people actually give a shit about and what drives those behaviors and perceptions come election day. So like,
Maddie,
I don't know.
I think, Maddie, I would actually defend half-baked takes on this. I mean, I think the saying goes like, what is it, like Republicans, or no, Democrats fall in love, but Republicans fall in line. Like, is that not a saying?
So this is true. No, this is true. And so here, let me.
So yeah, that's what I mean.
Let me address that.
Yeah.
No, but let me address that. Let me address this though.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Weird.
No, but let me address this. In certain cases, yes. But here's the difference. Okay. Since I've been alive, so that's I was born in 1988.
Oh, this is a long answer.
The Republicans have won the popular vote in
like 1 or 2.
2?
Oh no, half-baked takes is
elections.
2?
I'm sorry, can I stop you? That's not what we're fucking talking about. Who gives a shit?
I'm not done. I'm not done, and I'm making a point. That is simply the opening.
Wow.
What I'm saying is this: what you see as Republicans fall into line, they always vote. That base of Republicans that do that is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and the only reason it still holds any relevance is due to widespread gerrymandering, is due to widespread voter suppression that is laser focused on Democratic elections, on Democratic voters.
Do
they? They both sides do it. We've won popular
This is
votes
crazy. I think
30.
You said you're an expert. Why are you? How are you coming at this like a fucking third grader?
I'm going to give you the Republican president history. Democrats should be worried.
Wait.
I've flipped 10 districts now. Since I started working in this, I've flipped 10 districts. So good luck, girls.
You got several hundred more to go before you can stop the red wave that's coming.
Good luck, girls.
Oh, she's
Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, to be real, I've just been throwing in my points because I've made my points. I don't even know what we're talking about at this point.
I would love if they let me have a chance to talk.
Like we're just getting a civics lesson from Matty Cakes, but
well, I could
going back to the issue of pardoning, I'll go back to what I was going to ask Paradigm from the ship. Can you hear me, Paradigm? You said that Trump would only pardon these people for votes, but he would have to get into office and no longer need the votes to pardon them. Do you see any other reason that this man might pardon? And again, I'm not talking about the people who brought fucking pipe bombs and zip ties and were beating up fucking cops. I'm talking about the people that ended up walking through and not doing any like vandalism or any damage, but they did trespass. I could see him pardoning those, but I don't think it would be just for votes, right? It'd be for
okay. So yeah, no, definitely. Even my chat had to make sure I clarified because I will talk out of turn in a sense. I think that he'll pardon select people. When I say for votes, I mean as in a general will of or show of good faith that he has his people's back, because there seems to be this running gag where he'll have events, especially leading up to the 2020 election. This running gag where he'll have events and then just leave people there. There won't be enough systemic,
of course.
There won't be enough ways for people to like he just
like buses and shit.
Yeah, like he just abandons people. So I feel like if he wanted to play it smart, the first thing to do would be like, look, they couldn't pin me for January 6th, and now I'm the president. Yeah. So let me do this act of good faith by saying, I'm gonna let these people out. Now, these people could be like non-notables, not big players, but it would at least reinforce the idea that he at least cares. And I feel like that's the easiest softball for him to do. And I do also agree with
he never does it. He never hits the softballs.
When you were saying that he's not going to sit there and sign 736 pieces of paper. He's not. But even one person is enough for him to boost his ego and say, look, I helped, see, I'm not going to let them ruin these people's lives. And everybody wants that. Not everybody, but everybody wants that when it comes to him. All he has to do is say he's going to do it like he's doing now, like this point of this discourse. And it gets us to talking about, well, what type of people were there? Was everybody a bad person? Of course not. And that's where I start going into the dialectics of well, why were they there? And that's why I brought that up. But that's a good point that you made. Could it be for anything else? I feel like it's a show of good faith. Now, is it a good faith that I can agree with?
I feel like Trump would sign every single one of them pieces of paper. I do.
That man signed,
I do too. Really? He signs autographs all the fucking time. He loves.
I feel like he signed every single one of them motherfuckers, right? So look, what you're missing here, paradigm shift is this, right?
Talk to me.
Because see, look, we have to say to begin with, the January 6th isn't about overthrowing the tyrannical government, right? We have to say, right, oh, it ain't that big a deal, because what's going to happen is when we turn this motherfucker around and he gets back in office, now comes the investigations as to why.
There it is. Called it.
Why it is that at different parts of the government that the people that should have been there ahead of time wasn't there, right? And we start finding out where the corruption is all the way around. And then we start rooting this shit out from the inside. See, that's what's going to end up happening. That's going to lead to a dissolution, right, of large swaths of the federal government. Jobs are going to open up. Motherfucking whole parts of it ain't going to work, so it's going to shut down. I'm just telling you, states need to be getting ready for this shit, because that's what's going down. All right.
Hey, everybody,
why are they so afraid of? Why are they so afraid of allowing this January 6th commission to get all these documents?
Yeah, it'll just prove you right.
This is just always bothered me. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Be weird, you were saying.
Oh my god. Yes, finally. Yeah, I think one of the things. I think CTV's right. I think that if Trump gets back into office, they are absolutely going to do a purge, and everybody should be very ready for that. I think it's really important that people talking about January 6th zoom out just a little bit, just a little tiny bit, okay? The reason why I want to zoom out is because nobody here agrees that the people who showed up at the Capitol were actually going to overthrow it physically. But if you zoom out a little bit, you're going to see the legal attempts to overthrow the government. There was a number of suits that were clapped down in courts across the country. Now, it's important to think about how people build credibility for their movement, and oftentimes they do this by using the court systems as a way to broadcast their view of the world and build sort of a legal case, even if they're getting clapped down over and 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 over by Trumps.
No, you're correct, Weird, but like you said, they got fucking struck down, and then the only basis or the only way that we've been saying oh, maybe they on January 6th could have done or Pence could have done something was based on a fucking flimsy, like, constitutional wall theory
It's really
that
wild.
most people agreed was not going to hold up in court.
But it doesn't
And
matter.
my point,
But you just repeat the lie,
no,
right?
but it
You just repeat the lie.
I mean, you can repeat
Like
the
Russia did.
lie, but the
Well, we saw
the
with
problem
KOE,
is
it works.
that
KOE
our
repeats his shit and it
dude,
works, and we all like, oh fuck, now
you're
we gotta go
right, we're-
follow.
It's because
God
he's
damn it, don't
found-
make me agree with that. What I'm saying is our institutions work. Weird. Our institutions work. They were a safeguard to, and this is good.
But
Like,
do you
our
guys?
institutions saved. If they had their way, they would have overturned the election, which I think would have been a fucking sham and a complete disgrace to democracy. But they didn't, and our institutions held up. So
How long
I don't know
do you
what
think
the
that's gonna
fuck
last?
we're doing.
How long do you think that's gonna last? Half baked takes. How long
It's
is
been
the
lasting
government
about
gonna be able
200
to?
plus years? It's gonna keep going.
Did you just hear what
That's
CTV
wrong.
just said?
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong, though. It hasn't been lasting for 200 years because if that were the case, we wouldn't need amendments to the Constitution. And I know that's low-hanging fruit. I'm very sorry to say that that's low-hanging.
Oh, wait,
I
hold on, hold on.
understand that that's
What are you
low-hanging
talking
I
fruit.
was just saying our
about?
institutions.
Hold
Hold
on,
on,
just
no,
listen,
no,
Not
this is
even
fine.
a
Hold on,
thing.
I was saying our institutions as a whole have been around for most of them have been around for roughly 200 plus years, and they're going to continue into the future as long as dumb fuck lefties and dumb fuck righties don't kill each other and blow it
guess
all up.
I guess the
I wanna
question that I
believe you.
have, I guess the question that I have there for you, half baked, right, is what institutions are you talking about?
What institute? Our court systems, all the way from like the
Oh
Well, I wish
shit!
we're
Like-
just talking about like the institutional things, like military courts, but not
He said
what
courts.
is the majority part of
He
it
said
now,
courts,
which is all
judiciary.
the bureaucracies that we've really only had around for like the last 80 to 100 years. I just felt like that was important to point out.
I mean,
Okay.
your definition
federal
and my
government.
definition of bureaucracy probably differs because I mean, bureaucracy is just like
Explain to me how
something
our
that comes
definitions of
along with any type of government, and you and me both can agree that we
Let's
need.
not get into a boring definition of
No, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to do that. Fuck you. I know that this is supposed to be entertaining. I'm not giving a class
No,
like
no, I wasn't
fucking
giving you
Maddie
shit. I was
earlier.
giving CTV a little shit. I'm not giving you shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, no,
I
what were you
apologize.
saying, CTV?
No, I just, like, I don't think the definition of bureaucracy, right, is going to be different between us, right? I think that what we would describe as institutions of the framework
Look at that
of the federal
phone.
government would, in fact, be the institutions, right? And then, like, everything else that's been created, say, like, the Department of Education or,
The Department of
fucking
Labor, Department of
EPA, DOJ. I mean,
Agriculture.
there's
I get it.
whole lots of things that are bureaucracies, right? Like they're not a part of the original
CTV,
framing.
this
They've been
is a-
interpreted to mean that so that they can justify creating like more and more bureaucracy, right?
CTV, this is a natural consequence of us being the greatest nation to ever exist, and we've grown so big, and we have an economy so large,
Canada
and
laughing
so
from
many
the
things
side.
that need to be like regulated. And I know I'm gonna say that word and you're gonna freak out, but there's a lot of shit that requires a lot of bureaucracy, and government is necessary
fair.
to the
Space.
function of a healthy society. So.
Wait, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
So-
I can't
so
believe you even
to-
said that.
Is
I'm freaking
CTV an
out.
anarchist?
So-
Totally freaking out.
CTV, are you an
So
anarchist?
to,
Do you believe no government is good?
So to add to
What is
Be Weird and Maddie's point to Half Baked, when you talk about institutions, it reminds me that like what we think of as January 6th is very super isolated, and we do need to look outwards while that is happening. While we, it's so funny too because conservatives love to throw
I haven't heard from
while
Rogan.
that's happening, they're distracting you. We know for a fact that Republican states are getting ready to effectively fix their elections. Like, we know that. They have said it out loud multiple
happening.
times, like
They're
word
making it
for
harder to
word.
cheat.
What? Please define what you mean fixed. means.
Perhaps you
Okay.
could let him finish and then it will happen.
Oh fuck, Maddie. What the fuck?
Define what you mean. That is what's going to happen too. That is. So by fixed, not only is it gerrymandering, but they've been talking about
I
replacing
don't think he
their
like that.
certifiers with people that they feel are worthy enough to hold that seat. They don't have to have qualifications. Those qualifications haven't been said out loud. I've read these bills that have been passed already in multiple states, and those qualifications are effectively up to the committee that they decide. So in that realm, while we are paying attention to January 6th, and some people call it a coup, some people call it just like the same as the BLM riots that went haywire. I can go over that over days. But while we are talking about this, we are missing the fact that January 6th stood for the people's revolution of what I would say is overthrowing the government. The legislators, in fact, are attempting to at least make it so that in their states alone, they can get certifiers, electoral certifiers that can go against what the will of that state does want. That is on record and on document. So before we move forward, we must say that even though January 6th was unsuccessful, Republican efforts to make the election a lot easier to steal is in effect as of right now.
Here.
And we could take some time on that.
Roman, go.
I want to phrase.
Roman, go, and then I got something.
Wait. Real quick, I want to phrase to Phil, and after that, Roman.
All right, excellent. And I'm wondering, why is Be Weird still muted? But something to keep in mind. You were talking about the paradigm shift. You're saying that the certifiers were going to be picked, and they were going to lower some of the certifications and requirements for them. Do I have the general spirit of what you were saying correct? Okay. Now, I live in Nebraska, and I live in a village of 350 people, and there are certain parts in these more rural states where having all the qualifications ain't gonna line up in a county that has like maybe 3,000 people. So you just kind of pick who you can go with at that point. So I don't know if I would necessarily go with nefarious motives for that one thing alone. But as to the general spirit of what you're talking, what us Republicans here, like, is there anybody here that doesn't want an election that has more accountability, transparency, one that you can believe in and has better integrity? Is there anybody that wants less integrity, wants less accountability, wants less transparency? Is there anybody that wants less? I don't know why you would.
Yeah, tons.
That's awful. Because you should
actually,
yeah, look,
you
there's-
I can make the argument.
I knew he was gonna. I knew he was gonna.
I do not yield.
Hey, you don't have to fucking like. You asked a question.
But no, is there anybody here that doesn't want that? I'm wondering.
Yeah,
here? No.
I'm all for motherfucking getting rid of whole parts of the fucking federal government and changing the relationship between the federal government and the states.
Bad.
See, nobody heard any part of that, KOE. You asked a question.
Yeah,
you got to let somebody
that you can't trust.
No, let him finish. But it's done. Anyway, CTV, you wanted to... no, Roman, sorry. Roman, go.
So I feel like everybody's talking about this January 6th, like insurrection, but I don't think we've gotten to the base reason of why people went to January 6th and why they were upset. I feel like everybody's like, oh, this shouldn't happen. But I want to ask the panel, do you think that the 2020 election, was there anything fishy about it at all? Do you believe that?
Absolutely
No?
not,
Okay.
Roman. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's been adjudicated so many fucking times by so many different
But
courts.
I understand. Now
that
listen. Now
there's-
hold on. Let me go. I get what you're saying. You don't think that now, but at the time, I'm trying to do a time travel thing here.
Oh,
Put
okay.
yourself.
I'll give
Put
you that.
yourself.
Yeah.
Put yourself in that moment, right? After the election, you're seeing videos of people putting cardboard boxes up on the windows. They cannot watch them count the votes. They're not letting conservatives count the. Hold on. They're not letting conservatives watch these people count votes. You're seeing videos online of a suitcase being pulled out and then matching up in the time frame with the vote counts, where a huge jump for Biden at the same exact time on the video as in the vote counts. You see these things, and again, I'm not saying it was stolen. I'm not saying I agree with that, but can you not understand? In that moment, people are seeing this and they're just being told, oh, you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist, like, and this is what I mean. They were censored. They were not allowed to like talk about it. They were not allowed to have that question. They were just like, you're a stupid idiot, shut up. Joe Biden won. We're doing this. You're a stupid Trump idiot. So they get told this. They cannot have this conversation. So what happens is they go to the Capitol and they want to voice their opinions. And this is what I mean. We have to go back into the time of what people were feeling in that time, because now 2 years later, yeah, we can look back on it. And after the facts have come out, that's fine. But these people were just trying to voice their political opinions and they were not being allowed to do that. You understand?
I would love to respond
All
to
right.
that.
You can't have an open conversation when there's censorship.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I want to let Maddie and after that be weird.
That's right. Everybody should just be naked whenever they talk. No censorship at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
CTV, were you making fun of my hand movements over there? Is that what you're doing?
What a good lead in.
I'm driving this bus. That's what I'm doing.
So, to answer your question, yes, I think the right wing propaganda was extremely effective at altering people's perceptions of reality. And by driving home this mythical story of a stolen election and stolen
Did they
valor,
not put
I'm
cardboard
answering
boxes
your
on the window?
question. I'm answering it.
Did they not put cardboard boxes on the window?
Sit
That
in
happened.
your robe
He
and
has yet
wait.
to answer a straight question this whole panel.
I
Let's not get
answered the
started now.
question, sir.
Never answered
So yeah, no, I think that it is it's a testament to just how influential unchecked propaganda can be to
How is
drive
it
certain things
propaganda?
home. Because certainly, well, if you would sit there and listen, perhaps I'd tell you. Like,
You didn't
here's
answer
the
my
thing.
question.
So here's the thing: when in certain states they're like, "Stop the vote, stop the steal," but then in other ones they're like, "No, don't stop the vote. We need a recount. We need to count more things." And it was so weird that the places where they wanted to stop the vote were the places where potentially more mail-in votes would presumably go towards Biden, and then the places where they were like, "No, keep it going," were places where Biden was ahead, and they were like, maybe Trump will win if we keep voting. It's so strange how that happened. It's just this like weird coincidence.
The narrative,
and it's weird because the information they were getting certainly wasn't from the ongoing court battles that were thrown out by judges who were appointed by Trump himself. So you would think that these would be judges that would be presumably sympathetic to their cause. And somehow they just kept getting thrown out. In fact, now multiple lawyers have been disbarred because of those actual cases and what they've done. So it's just strange that now all of a sudden we're like, well, what about how these people felt? I'm like, yeah, it's weird that they would give in to all that messaging being shot at them from Fox News, from OWN, from Republican lawmakers. And then afterwards, it's weird because also I remember Tucker Carlson saying something about how he thought Antifa was behind it. And then all of a sudden it wasn't that and it was someone else. There's just been so many fun stories to follow, and I don't know which one
Matty
to
Cakes, let me ask you a
follow
question.
next.
Matty Cakes, let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question, Matty Cakes? Do you
Yeah,
not
yes,
find it
please.
odd? Do you not find it
Real
odd
quick
that they're
one.
putting cardboard boxes on the windows?
No, because I don't.
Of course you would, because your candidate won.
Because I'm candidate.
If there's
Yeah.
like 35 people stacking up on a wall like that World War Z movie trying to look in the windows while these people are certifying an election, like I think they have the right not to just like be stared at
No,
by a bunch
there
of
was
fucking-
conservative, there was Republican watchers that were trying to watch the count, and they were not allowing them into the building
If
to watch the
people were
count.
people were using laser pointers. If
Roman, there is a
people were using laser
constitutionally written
pointers to
that
go
they can
in
look
and
in the
point things
windows.
and interfere with people trying to count votes, if that kind of shit was happening and they were being actively disruptive to that process, then yeah, I might close the fucking blinds. Yeah, I might
Anything
put
done
like
in secret
cardboard
eventually
boxes
becomes
up
debauched.
because
I'm
that
pretty
would be
sure-
obnoxious.
I'm not
Anything done in
sure.
secret eventually becomes debauched, folks.
I hear half.
Well, really quick,
Sorry.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure there were certified, like the watchers, the people who were there watching it for the Republican side. In that particular instance, if I remember correctly, it was Detroit or somewhere up in Michigan that they were putting the cardboard up. But they had people inside that they were to watch the actual counting of votes. The problem that they had were people were coming up to the windows and I think literally just pounding on the fucking windows for no reason. So, I mean, I agree with you. We want people in there to make sure there's no fuckery,
fucked up.
but please don't do the shit.
Also,
Don't do the shit.
But this is
outside.
this is
Wait,
this
wait, wait, wait. I want to get in here.
Against just the swing districts.
Sorry, I want to go back to the days. Be Wilco.
Yeah, please. I love this point from Roadman. I think it's really an important point because it's happening right now in Canada. We don't need to talk about the past. Let's talk about the present. We can tap into the culture that is discussing overthrowing the Canadian government right now and try to understand what they're doing. I've been covering the the Freedom Convoy every single morning, like this past week.
Bless.
It's been fucking wild, and I've learned a lot. I think the metaphor that most helped me understand this was one of a pressure kettle. The mandates created a lot of pressure on our society in order to protect us, like protect our hospital systems. And over time, people just are under too much pressure, and the steam that is blowing out are these protests. And so conservatives are going, hey, we just lost an election. We've lost the avenue to polite disagreement. So we're going to go show some motherfucking force. Come on. What up? Let's go. What you got, huh? You got government? You got bureaucracy? Well, we got bodies in the streets. And I think that anybody who is in the left has to really pay attention to like what that is. That is power. That is raw power. And lefties get super caught up in how like, oh, herder, we got ourselves some like safe bureaucracies. We got ourselves some institutions. Institutions are made of people. People can be threatened. Vote workers can be intimidated. What's been happening in America? People leaving and the poll watchers, they no longer want to do the job because it's becoming too dangerous for their health. The mayor of Toronto had to put out a broadcast saying, excuse me, nurses, please don't go around as a nurse because you might get assaulted and intimidated. Motherfuck, people know how power works. Lefties often don't. That's why we're all sick with our fucking bullshit and ideas. And I think like that's something that Roadman is bringing up and we should be listening to and tapping into because he is expressing how conservatives felt at that moment. And we also have a reflection of it happening in Canada here. So we can relive this, relearn it, and sort of come at it from that perspective. What do you guys think?
Okay, so what I think specifically, right? This is what I think specifically, because I've been waiting for a while, and I'm glad I feel like we're at this, kind of more the solutions part of the program, right? Because I feel like we kind of understand, right? So solutions, right? I have been a
Cabin
big
fever. Holy
advocate,
shit, you're so
and the
fucking
Wolfpack
right.
specifically.
I got cabin
we
fever.
are, in fact,
cabin
advocates, right? And Maddie, I don't know, it's
Hey, I
been a
gotta
while
pop
since we
off.
talked, and I'm
I
curious
finally
about
gotta
what your
pop
take
off.
is on
Holy
this, but
fuck.
we advocate on
Man,
this side for
quiet for so long.
federally backed sex coupons, right? We feel like that the release of the
Hell yeah, brother.
tension, right, in
Truck
the
yeah, brother.
country is
More
got to be
fucking-
released somehow, right? And how that tension is
Aw, thanks,
released,
Klexi.
it can either be violent or it can be useful, right? And be able to really relax the situations
There you
going
go.
on for
There it is.
everyday Americans, right? So federally backed sex coupons
I'm trying to choose my
is,
moments.
is kind of a solution we're pushing forward. What do you think?
Have you guys tried yoga?
It's been a few
Did you
years,
notice that
yeah.
CTV just said, what do you think?
It's a lot of fun.
Yes,
actually.
I've been doing the Slav squat where like you just sit like this, like you squat down and just
Squat inside. That's called a Lavasana squat.
yeah,
Lavasana
it
squat.
really makes me feel good.
Yeah. It's great.
now-
It's actually it's a
alright.
greit hip opener. It can be really uncomfortable though, but if you need help, you can block underneath your booty, and gives you a little bit more.
My booty?
It gives you a little bit more support. But it's a great. If you want to, you can put your hand to the inside of a knee, and then
Let
lift
it, let it
your
go, let it go, let it go.
and then opposite for a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the
It's
gas
good.
and like the
Rich-
digestion go through me, but oh yeah, go ahead.
Officially derailed.
No, it helps, right? It's gonna. Your intestines
like,
are
"What
gonna
happened
be
to my show?"
so crystal clear.
Okay.
Frenchman
no,
is speaking.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, we're having fun.
Over the show there, Matty Cakes. I gotta give you
Oh, thanks for the follow.
This is like so confusing.
Thanks so much, Harry
that I
Cocker.
don't even know if you can
Funny
consider
joke.
this as hostile.
Funny meme, Harry Cocker.
Maddie, you January 6th, the fucking Mr. Geeks panel. What the fuck?
Wait,
You
wait,
just bring
hold on.
up
That
your
was.
guy in the middle
that
of
was-
negotiation.
Hold
So,
on, hold on. I got it.
I'm a
Look,
Twitch fugitive.
look, hold on,
sorry.
hold on, hold on. You got to recognize this, right? It wasn't just a Maddie thing, right? I did the build up, and Maddie knows it, right? Did the build up, handed it off. It's a team effort on that
you
one,
were
all
the
right?
inside
It was an
man,
alley-oop.
CTV.
I love
It
watching
was-
Mr.
no,
Geek struggle
It
to
was an
moderate.
alley oop. I got the assist from CTV. He made it happen.
We were heading down the court,
Thank
right?
you.
I seen she was open. I threw it to her, fucking right off the backboard. She came up, dunked it
Thank
in.
you.
If you want to make a real
This
hero
is what
shoes on the case.
partisanship looks like.
If
Oh,
you
my
wanna-
legs hurt.
This-
My legs hurt. Hold up. Ah, okay, I'm back. Back
If
in
you
the
want to
seat.
make a real parallel to this situation, CTV, you could have been Trump telling all the people to go to the Capitol, and then Maddie just took the initiative to take over the show herself.
Mr. Geek was Mike Pence.
And now I'm in jail.
Mr.
Yeah.
Geek's like, and
What's
fuck you
happening,
too,
though?
Phil.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
I deserve
Yeah,
it. And I
well,
deserve
this
it.
is
And I'm going to do hard
going,
time. And I'm going to write
get
a
weird.
heartfelt
Take
memoir.
us back on track, please.
All right, everybody. Remember, we're talking about motherfucking January 6th. Not this yoga bullshit. Sorry, Maddie. I love yoga, but now's not the time. And importantly, like, what is actually going to happen next, right? We're starting to see the real big question is whether Democrats are going to lose the midterms. I think everyone agrees they're gonna. In which case, like, Trump is back in. Is the January 6th committee going to get scuttled? And when that happens, what are people going to do? Are people going to be happy about that? You think so? Once Trump pardons the power structure that protects him, because that's the only people he cares about. He does not give a single fuck about the rank and file. He's proved this time and time again. My favorite example is when he I think there's he left people out in the rain and cold after some rally or some, I don't know. I've watched too much Trump bullshit. But the point being is Trump will protect his power structure. That's really the key question. He's already done it when he pardoned Manafort, and he did it when he pardoned motherfucking that really
Stone.
Thank you, that Roger Stone, the evil looking motherfucker. So
dapper motherfucker though. He is always fashionable.
Kodak Black.
Peaky Blinders level. I think Trump just wants to hear people scream his name in a crowd for a few hours, and then whatever happens afterwards, he'll just hop on a plane and go home.
That's all we've been talking about for most of the show.
Yeah.
So we're doing his work for him.
I want people to yell "Road Man."
Yo, didn't we have a second and a third question to this thing? I remember Danabo dropping some other really funny.
I mean, hold on. We still here, though.
Okay,
and
Paradigm.
Man, you be talking about taxes and all that shit, and you be running your mouth about this, that, and the other. But we all know your wife pay all the bills, so you really don't have a leg in this argument. I'm just being honest with you, and you admitted that yourself. So I don't even want to hear no.
Good for you,
on
Road
that.
Man. Good for you.
Jeez.
A strong woman is
a kept man.
Is the shit.
First of all, being a husband is a respectable profession. Okay. We are taking care of this house. I mop the floors. I do the dishes. I clean the carpet.
You're such a fucking liar. You are such a Weasley little liar, dude. Literally sitting there, still lying to his audience, talking about you mop the floors. I can see the carpet. If you're gonna lie to me to my face, then don't have your camera fucking pointed at the goddamn.
If you were in frame, that would have been a better meme, Paradigm. You went out of frame, man. You went out of frame.
Paradigm.
I'm
What about that, huh?
French.
Amateurs.
I hear that carpet cleaning is a good profession if you're about to get into Twitch streaming.
Damn.
All right. I feel like we've been okay. Yeah, Waka Waka is exactly the right way to finish this show. I feel like this is the point we're reached. We talked about yoga. We talked about carpet. We talked about all kinds of shit. So we're going to go for closing statement. And let's start with Rhea.
Okay, in regards to the actual subject of tonight, should Trump pardon the January 6th rioters? No.
Oh, Churro.
He should not pardon the January 6th rioters.
My dog started barking.
They did actively trespass on federal government property in the pursuit of overthrowing an election. However unlikely that may have been, if he does get reelected, he probably won't pardon them all. He'll definitely pardon a few at least, just to get his clout and then move on. I just really hope he doesn't get reelected. But that's a very cute dog.
Thank you. His name's Churro. My daughter picked and named the dog. Churro. It wasn't my idea to get Chihuahua.
That's really cute. That's a really cute name for a dog, Churro, and it's like this little.
Whoever's next.
Sorry, you were finished?
Yeah, whoever's next.
All right, I'm going to throw it to Roman.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in my opening statement, after hearing all this stuff, Trump, I don't like Trump. I mean, I like Trump, but I don't like Trump. I feel like he's a meme. If he's going to use pardoning people, that's fine, I guess. I'd rather Trump than, but I think it's going to be like a whole 2020 thing where I'm going to vote for Trump just because I don't want to vote for Biden. I want DeSantis himself as a president. I think he's got more of a head on his shoulders. He's actually in it to win it.
I'm going to fucking shame
the whole January 6th thing. Yeah, whatever. I'm glad we talked about this. I really wish we can go deeper into this. I appreciate all the takes that we've had tonight. It's all love. I'll pass it off.
All right. I'm going to throw it to Maddie.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess going back to the question of whether or not Trump would pardon any of the folks from January 6th, my question would be, he may be open to doing so, but given how he handled pardoning the first time around, my best guess is that he would have a certain price tag associated with those pardons. So I think absolutely. That really seems to be his governing ideology. It's less of an ideology and more price tag. So sure. And like I said, I'm going to be working extremely hard to make sure that Trump or any other Republican doesn't take the White House in 2024. And if DeSantis would want to run with Trump, oh my God, that would be a gift. So, dear God, please,
Wow.
please,
What a
DeSantis,
take.
for the love of God,
DeSantos.
please, sweet Jesus, I'm going to go on vacation after that. Okay, thank you.
So, right, going to free to paradigm.
Oh, this is always like where it drags. Come on, people,
I
spiciness.
am so well. First, I know this isn't the end of the panel, but I will say it now.
I saved my spicy stuff
Weird
last.
and half-baked.
Spicy.
I feel like you two are on both sides of the political spectrum, but I really like your ideas. I especially just want to shout out half-baked. I can tell that you're at least a little, like, it's fair to assume, right-leaning, but you do look like you do sound like you have a good head on your shoulders. I like that type of conservatism. CTV knows, like, that's my main. So I'm just letting you know, like,
go follow that guy.
Respect. This is my first time meeting you. Respect. Just got to throw that. Give people their flowers while you're there.
Hell yeah.
But as far as January 6th is concerned, I always feel like it was just a failed attempt at something that could have been worse. I just know people, and I think that in regards to the question, I feel like the left, and I want to say the left because the right isn't really interested in prosecuting him. Like we saw what happened with the impeachment votes, like we saw on obstruction and everything. I just think that in the world that we live in, the left is really the one coming after Trump. I'm not going to deny that. And I don't think they're going to be able to touch him. I don't think that they got their cases prepared right. I don't think that the law system, the system of judicial or justice will reflect the way it should on Trump, and I do feel like that is going to empower him to decide to run. And if he does, I really do think he's going to at least let like 4 people go if they're still in jail at that time, and I do think he's going to do that as a sign of good faith. That's my answer to that, and I will defer it on to Geek, which will defer it on to somebody else.
Hell yeah, brother. Nice.
All right. Half-baked. Go.
Yeah, that's a good lead in.
So I'll wrap it up by saying that I really don't think this is going to matter at the end of the day. I think Trump's not even going to end up being the Republican candidate in 2024. I think it's going to be DeSantis. And though
very possible,
some people in here think that would be good for the Democratic Party, that'd actually be horrible for you. You would get the floor mopped with you. And
why? Oh, I gotta have that opinion.
Guys,
we have to have him on the panel.
Thank you, Hippy Dippy crew, for letting me on, and then hopefully I get to come back. And I'll pass it back to Geek.
Hell yeah. I'm going to throw it to Phil.
Thank you, good sir. It has been wonderful to be here. It's gotten a little spicy. It's gotten a little confrontational at times, but it has been fun nonetheless with all you beautiful people. I will say, though, Maddie, careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Saying that a Trump DeSantis ticket is what you want more
spicy
than
take
anything.
coming.
I remember back in 2015, 2016, there was a lot of people counting their chickens before they hatched, thinking, oh, we got this in the bag. Trump can't win. We've heard that before. And yet he came back and he won. And so if you're going to just we've all heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, and so don't fall asleep before the finish line if you think you already got it won. That's just now. I'm not in the business of giving Democrats good political advice, but what I will say, folks, is if you think Trump has no chance at all, re-examine your premise. It might not be leading you where you want to go. He might not run. He might decide not to. But if he decides to run, he will win the Republican nomination with ease. There is no way. There's pretty much the likelihood of him becoming the Republican nominee is pretty much 100%. Whether he wins the general is a different question, but he will be the Republican nominee if he decides to run. So that's something you need to really keep in mind, folks. And then at that point, it's just a matter of can he shore up his votes in Arizona, one of the swing states in the Rust Belt in Pennsylvania? And we've got Trump as president again. So don't count your chickens before they hatch, folks. And in regards of will he give pardons, like I said, I think the little grandma that was waving the little flag, and I don't think she should get a criminal record. And to be frank, like I said in my opening statement, sometimes mercy is better than the path of strict justice. And if you think that grandma waving the little flag there should have the strictness of the state hammered down upon her, I'm afraid you are part of the problem in this country. You are part of the problem as to why, like, sometimes mercy is the better route. And with that, I yield.
He
Right.
yields, everybody.
Buddy, did you go? Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
just weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to.
I could go again.
I would love
Just
to get a closing
kidding.
statement.
Topic so nice
Do
you
it.
had to closing
That's what she
statement twice.
said.
Heyo.
Period. Go.
Sir.
So I just want to applaud everyone on the panel. Yo, we're doing the very thing that I think will help help us get through this. As a poet, I have to believe that words will save us. I have to believe that politics is the space for the nonviolent and the peaceful. Politics is where we go to settle our confusion, to figure out what our country means, and to not be violent with one another. But that requires us to actually have incisive arguments, to have something to say. And the reason I give a shit is because it's leaking over into my country, yo. Y'all bullshit is affecting my politics, and I'm getting annoyed, okay? We had an election, and I gotta deal with conservatives taking over our cities because they are extremely upset that they got shut out in the recent election, which we all voted on a major issue. As is tradition, you should save your spicy takes for last. I'm currently concerned that America is on the legal path to fascism. And for those on the left, we are, especially historians and other people, we're incredibly concerned with the inability for regular people to affect the political structures. And it's causing a cold civil war, as some are calling it. And we're all very worried it's going to heat up. So from the bottom of my heart, I think this is the space where we can help to heal those wounds, to try to reach across the aisle, to try to understand one another. And yeah, man, I just got to say thank you, Mr. Geek. Thank you, Critically Thinking Veteran. Thank you, Danable. Thank you to the whole Hippy Dippy brand. Y'all are creating spaces for people to, add new ideas to the arena, especially fucking weird people like me. So yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's great stuff you're doing.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. And before throwing it to CTV, I just wanted to remind everyone that there's one more topic, a fun one to end with, to end on a good note. And also that someone who's doing an amazing work behind the scene, you know who it is. If you're here, you get an invite from him, Danabo, twitch.tv/Danabo. And yeah, CTV. Go.
All right, now, Mr. Geek. Now, I told you earlier I was representing all them truckers, right? So I need a big, loud Breaker 19 going out there to that truck convoy that's going to be heading towards Washington, D.C.
Truck, yeah, brother.
They're coming right out of California, over there in parts of Texas and from Florida. They're all coming together. We're going to shut this government down. We're going to make them listen to the people because we've had enough of their shit.
Stop.
Right? They just be wasting all of our money and wasting all of our time.
Okay, Kona. Yeah, brother.
What they need
Hell
to be
yeah.
is getting on down
Oh,
the line.
man, what a great response. So good.
Yeah, we had a fun time on this topic, and looking forward to the last one.
Oh, fuck, that was funny.
Hell yeah.
Truck, yeah,
note to
brother.
end on. But
Hells yeah, that was truth there.
Before we jump into the last
just so you
go
know,
ahead.
while that was going on, I was playing the Convoy instrumental version in the background. So if you go back, somebody needs to clip that, right? Shit is funny as fuck.
Oh, damn.
While
Oh, we
you were
missed it.
saying that, in my mind, I was just thinking, eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. That was all I was thinking the whole time. It was fucking awesome.
Sorry, Geek. Go ahead. Breaker 19. Throwing it down to Geek and Air.
Breaker, one geeker.
All right. With that being said, yeah, for everyone in everyone's chat, go follow our wonderful panelists, everyone that you see on the panel, the link will be posted in my chat soon.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, thank you all for being here tonight. I'm having a blast hosting this. Thank you for bringing the energy tonight.
Prage.
And with that being said,
Prage.
also, yeah, twitch.tv/Danabo, And with that being said, let's jump into the last topic of tonight.
Oh, is another topic?
And
we just did closing
I'm going
statements.
to ask you to think long and hard about this one.
Uh-oh, I thought we were done.
But as always, we got a new...
We got Freems?
Listen,
What is
He's
happening?
our specialist. The person, we bring.
We just
the
did closing
best for
statements.
last.
Okay,
EOS
that's
webcam
lost.
utility. Hey, girl.
Let's see if I can fix it.
What is happening?
How are you doing?
There we go.
friends?
No, you can't bring Frames on. I
Yay.
literally just talked shit about him like 30 seconds ago. Oh man.
Eat your words.
Hello, Frames. We've never met, but pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hey, how's it going, Phil? I know your name because you said it like 500 times at the beginning of the stream, so it
Well,
works.
yeah,
True.
it's
Fucking
it's
true.
very much on point. I'm very much on brand, and I'm never above shameless self-promotion.
Speaking of on brand, CTV is the only person I know that can do an impression of a trucker and sound less like a trucker than they already do.
Out trucked
Got 'em.
truckers.
Yeah,
Got him.
I think you missed your calling.
Oh.
I've already been there. I actually currently possess my Class A CDO license.
Yeah,
Okay, just to be clear.
Usually I'm coming on as an expert, but today I'm coming on as a victim. And you guys will know why here shortly.
Well, you are on the left. I didn't know that you actually left that side. But go ahead.
No, well, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Frames, give us a quick intro.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Freems. I'm a lefty streamer from Appalachia. I host a panel on Tuesdays. Yeah, and I make a lot of cum jokes. So
Okay.
Hell
Okay. 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 Oh, really?
yeah. Okay.
What? Oh, wow. Oh
Thank
my
you for
God.
joining
Really?
us. And with that being said, we're going to jump into the last topic of tonight. And I'm gonna need you to bring your best take to the table.
Oh, fuck. I'm out of good takes.
All right.
Chat, save me. Oh, God. What are your good takes?
Socialism when no house, car, or aeroplane. Nobody really cares about Hassan buying an expensive car. So bring your best Hassan discourse, ma'am.
Fuck. Socialism is when no.
With that, we're going to start with paradigm.
Socialism is when no groceries? What's the joke here?
You're
Oh,
muted.
oh fuck.
Yep,
He's
yeah.
on.
God damn it, streamer moment. Damn
I
it.
scared
It's
him.
okay.
Made
It's okay.
it.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, yes. I didn't know Hassan was the leader of the left until like this discourse. What? I was unaware that it wasn't me. I'm still trying to be that guy. What I will say though is, I feel like
Socialism is
we
when
forget
no.
that you gotta participate in
Platform?
capitalism, yo. You can't pretend
Socialism is when no
like we can
platform.
advocate all day until one of us gets legislative powers. This shit just gonna be like.
I think that's it. Socialism is
yeah,
when no
I think
platform.
we should do more for people, but I don't expect individuals to do more for people. I want
think that's it.
systemic things so that way people can succeed while other people don't get left behind. I don't think he should have bought
Yeah.
the fucking car.
Yeah,
though.
I got a meme. I got a meme.
The house made sense, but yo, it's like they got their eyes on you. Tucker Carlson about to do a segment on you. Socialists are buying houses, and it's
Socialists.
but we all be on Twitch. We all be donating to people. Like that's just bread. Like I'm not gonna feel bad if somebody take my $5 a month for the last 14 months and go buy a car with it. Like good for you. Just remember, like when you get into a position that's big, like don't act different. And I feel like a lot of people gonna act different.
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
Remember where you came from.
With this silent discourse is like we be listening to that motherfucker, but at the same time, like you rip off your friends, you rip off your you play the system, bro. Like don't. We know what it's about. He can't be the guy who gives away. Oh, I'm gonna give all the money away that people donated to me to prove something. Like we know it's gonna get fucked up with, as CTV said, bureaucracy. We got 8 layers of this. You donate $100,000. The poor people see 5,000 of it. Like
Socialism is when no
good for
platform.
him, but I don't think he should have bought the fucking car. He could have bought a nice little, as Subaru shit and been good, but he gotta flex, and the flexing is the problem, especially when you consider yourself to be a representative of a different type of politics, a different type of economic system, in which those things aren't mainstream or important.
All right. I'm going to trade to Frames.
Okay, so as a leftist, I feel victimized by Hassan buying an expensive car. Since he's got it, my dog has died.
Oh.
Most of my family has become ill.
Oh my God.
I feel like I've been wasting my time because I've been building
a bronze statue to put out in front of the White House lawn whenever America becomes communist in like 4 years, that I was going to dedicate to Hassan Piker and his leading of leftist values, and he's tore it all apart. I don't know if I will recover from this, actually. So if you guys don't see me stream for a while, just you'll know why. It's affected me deeply.
Oh,
I understand your pain.
golly gee.
Thank you.
I want to trade to CTV.
CTV's not even paying attention. He's not ready. Yeah.
What
He's got nothing.
is there to be said? The man went out and spent $200,000 on a car and still couldn't beat me in a race in the Wolfstang.
Damn. Wow.
Obviously, he doesn't
got
know
him.
how to spend money effectively.
There
and
you
I
go.
don't give a damn how much money you spend, Hassan.
I've no
You're
idea what
never
he's
going to
talking
beat me in a fucking race.
Okay, he's calling him out. Okay.
Wait, CTV,
see
is
this?
that an official challenge?
That's you ain't got a chance in hell.
Fucking internet fight words.
The
Oh boy.
gauntlet's
Yeah.
been thrown down. It has been thrown down.
Do you run on
Yeah.
all fours like a wolf?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody open up this fucking open statement to the peanut gallery? I didn't think
Got
so.
him. CTV loves
Yeah.
dunking on people who talk out of turn. It's like his favorite thing to do. I think
$3
he
million
actually,
for a house,
I think he gets excited.
$200,000 on a car, and you ain't done a fucking thing for your community.
Damn.
Wow. Way to live your values.
Damn.
Amazing. This is exactly
This is low energy shit,
the problem.
man. You're like taking a breath.
See, the lefties have figured out the game.
Uh-huh.
The game is say,
What do we
yay,
figure out?
yay, yay, I want to do these things. I want to do these things.
Uh-huh.
Right? If you give me a little bit of money, I'm going to do these things.
Mhm.
Right? And it's never about anything that ever helps them or in any kind of way. It only ever helps that person, the way they spend their money. Right? I tell people, if you donate to me, I'm building a desktop. That's what I'm doing. Right?
Oh, he's running off a laptop.
What's the next thing we're doing?
Is he
The
running
next
off-
thing,
Look at that
right?
laptop.
And then
Holy
that's
shit.
what we're building it to.
Look at his fucking
It's
laptop.
not a, hey, give me all your fucking money so I can go live in a $3 million mansion while your ass is still sitting out there, in your fucking 500 square foot studio apartment, right? Eating ramen noodles and shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm eating ramen noodles too. The only time I don't actually is when the wife cooks. And,
Oh.
well,
okay.
I don't, that's your fucking problem, right? You got to find your own
Some low
significant
energy
other to cook
bullshit.
for you, I guess, right?
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Beyond that,
People just don't know
Right.
when to end
I
talking.
feel like what we're going to end up seeing
They start
a lot
start
of
with a
these
good point.
lefties defending Hassan
then
and
they
his
run out of
choice
points.
of car, right? Which sucks. Porsche, come on. Come
Come
on.
on. He's just riffing. He's just riffing.
Come on.
All right. I know I'm not supposed to,
Socialism is
but
when no platforms.
I'm going to give my take on this topic, and my take is a man not entitled to the sweat,
Sweat of his
brow?
brow.
And with that being said, I want to trade to Maddie.
She's not even paying attention.
Okay. Yeah. So
Amazing.
Hassan's car. Look,
No take.
I don't want to bring this up because it's a little personal.
Nice paradigm shift with the ramen.
A few years ago, I was at the gym working out, and there over on the weight rack was Hassan's car.
Wow.
And I'm just there trying to deadlift, and Hassan's car called me fat.
Wow.
Hassan's car said I was stupid.
Speak your truth.
And it's not, and I'm ready to come forward with my story. Hassan's car is the reason I gained weight over the pandemic. Hassan's
I believe
car
Maddie. I believe Maddie.
is the reason that I couldn't afford nicer clothes. Hassan's car is the reason that like I couldn't get a better wig. And I'm sick and tired of pretending like it's not a problem. I'm sick and tired of glossing over this and not holding Hassan's car to account
Got him.
for its personal
Stroke is
attack
pretty played out.
against me.
Pretty played out. Not original.
Hassan's car is the reason I still have acne, even though
Oh, she's riffing.
Hassan's car is the reason that sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't fall back asleep. And then I'm tired for the rest of the day. And then I'm tired and I'm supposed to be productive. And I can't be it. Hassan's car is the reason that sometimes like you'll think of a song and you're like, oh, I know the tune, but I can't think of the name of the song, and it haunts you. It haunts you. And you'll never know. You'll never know the name of that song. Hassan's car has made sure of that. You'll never know.
It's going so fucking
That's just
hard.
how they want it.
He's so dialed in.
So that's what I feel about the tyranny, the absolute fascist dictatorship we find ourselves under. Hassan's car. And my message to his car is just this: how dare you?
How dare?
Who do you think? How dare you?
How dare you? Yeah. Okay.
That's all.
All right.
That's how I feel.
That was
Stale.
That was powerful. I got to
Very
turn my
stale.
camera off real quick.
I believe you, Maddie.
Hassan's car started the Chicago fire.
Roman, go.
Yeah, Roban. what
So
you got?
this whole thing with Hassan buying a car, being a socialist, like it's just this. You see lefties do this all the time, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that dude in high school who like
That dude.
talked to the girls and he was like try to be nice to them. You know, he didn't want to be an asshole. He was just like, oh, I'm her friend. You know, I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna take you along. Like, no, I'm not trying to get laid. I'm not trying to get laid. I just want to be your friend. But slowly and surely, he's creeping in. He's doing his white knight shit. He's trying to make his move, and that's what Hassan's doing. He's acting like he's this big socialist Twitch streamer that he's standing for some big thing, but really on the back end, he's trying to get laid with the car. You know what I'm saying?
True. I don't think he needs help.
He's doing it. He's doing
really
what
don't
he
think
does, and I
Hassan
respect
needs
it. You know what? He fooled all these lefties, and that's fine. Lefties get fooled. That's what happens. Lefties are fools. If you're not a leftist when you're in your 20s, when you're dumb and stupid, by the time you hit your 30s, you better be a conservative. When you're smart and you get your bread up. After all this shit that I've seen with Hassan and all this lefties, all this Twitch political stuff, it's been an eye-opening experience to me to realize that most of these Twitch viewers, they don't know what the hell's going on. They're just watching this shit and they're just going on to their own streamer, and he might do something that is completely off brand, but they don't care. He's just a meme. That's their celebrity, and they're going to support him either way. I yield.
Okay. He yields, everybody.
All right, I'm going to trade to Phil.
Alrighty, well, so Hassan is a topic again. That's strange. But no, I gotta give the guy credit. He's got a great grift. I mean, it's fucking A+. The guy has figured out a way, and a lot of top lefty Twitch streamers have figured out a way to make donating to them some form of like capitalist
just gonna make this
penance.
so
It's the funniest
spicy.
fucking thing to watch. Oh, you can be forgiven for
Everyone's being so
buying
tame.
that Starbucks. You
Jalapeno.
can be forgiven for making that Amazon purchase. You can be forgiven for all of your
Jalapeno.
concessions that you've made and your sins against the people's revolution and your concessions to capitalism just by donating to me. It's very, very alluring if you're a leftist. It's kind of like a preacher. In fact, it's a lot like a preacher. But much like a preacher, what do you know? They take their donations and spend them on ostentatious luxuries. And also, I'm going to say, just as kind of a final note here, is Hassan's actually an A+. He's actually the best socialist. He's actually it's socialism's final form. He takes money from a bunch of fucking rubes that don't know any better.
How?
And he fucking just showers himself with luxury every minute of the day. That is the final form of socialism. So yeah, the people that rule it end up just showering themselves in luxury.
You got
and then
there.
everybody that's fucking below the rulers, it's pretty well shit for you. So yeah, Hassan, it's kind of like Pokemon making it to its final form. He's socialist final form. So I gotta respect the grift. He's kind of like an evangelical preacher of the left. And with that, I yield.
Yields. Everybody's yielding.
All right, I'm going to trade to Rhea.
Rhea.
Okay, so I kind of agree with you there, Phil. Not that he is the most perfect form of socialism, because I don't really think that that's the case either. But I do believe that Hassan's
Socialism
monetary
is random
success
platform.
is kind of passed up his ability to contribute positively to the political space, at least at the moment. I think he's got a couple things that he needs to work on, like values wise, because he gets so defensive when something like this happens, and that's the only reason that it always ends up like blowing up so crazy.
I got a
You know,
couple of good
America's all
spicy
about
takes. All right,
freedom. I
I'm
think
lining it
people
up in my
should
head.
be able to make whatever choices they want, even if those choices are really bad, like buying a $200,000 car.
Socialism is when no
But
platform.
he has the right to do so. I don't believe that
Everyone
stops
here are
him from
capitalist
being
pigs.
an activist for socialist like political views.
Lefties should be ashamed of themselves.
Just he obviously Hassan is just the most popular person. It doesn't
Better
mean he's
not
the rightest.
have registered as
Not that
charities.
that's a word, but
I got a spicy take.
concede.
Oh yeah.
Silence must mean everybody agrees with Phil. They're just in deep introspection.
Sorry.
I have a question for Phil. Whenever is everyone done?
Wait, real quick. We haven't done.
I don't think
be
so,
weird.
right?
Yeah.
Be weird and have baked.
I got a meme, everybody. Socialism is when no platform. Socialism is when no platform. Look at all you capitalist pigs making money here on Twitch, monetizing yourself as some sort of like entertainer, some sort of person selling commodity. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, especially if you're a leftist, you know, making money. You can't be a socialist on Twitch. What are you talking about? All right, that's the meme. I guess the serious take is just that, like, you can be part of a system and still, like, be against it. You can still make money and, like, still spout the values that you express. I think the ultimate test of, like, a socialist would be, like, whether his people know that he gave back. I think that's where I land. I don't know how to answer that question. If y'all can, I'd love to know. But
For sure, are you done? Weird.
Yeah, man, you go right ahead.
My bad. Yeah. So I really don't give a shit what he buys. Go get your money. Go ball out. I want everybody in the world to be a billionaire. I really don't care. The problem is that I'm a believer in like living your values or being principled, at least when you have the means to do so. So when Hassan was coming up and he was making money by bashing on capitalism, I understand it because, you know, he's living within his means. And like you said, Weird, you can only do so much when you're in the system. But the problem is he's so far fucking past the line of having any excuse but to, you know, donate to, you never hear about this man like donating large sums of money to causes or building like networks for socialists and shit like in real life and on the
I think I
ground.
remember like a lot of his
lead to some
a lot of
electoral change and
stuff he
you know,
manufactured went to
he thinks
socialist
communism is the best route for America, then he should probably fucking do more than buy Porsches and $3 million houses. But I don't know. That's just me.
The communism.
All right. Before opening it, I just wanted to say one thing, and I think that Paradigm would agree with me, is that like people give a lot of shit to Hassan for like buying a house, buying a car, but Hassan did something great. He created a brand new economy for video editors. We now get paid in computers. Dylan is sending me 10 Windows XP like every month, and yeah, I'm editing with my Window Movie Maker right now. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, because doesn't he treat all his employees like shit too? Doesn't this go beyond his like purchasing habits?
So
yeah,
what
it's
I
about
will
whether
say
he takes care of
is,
his
and I
people.
think this is like a growth thing. If we're gonna take this even remotely serious, for a second, I feel like take this remotely serious.
Don't do it.
I feel like we designate this new wave of creators that advocate for real world change as like supposed representatives of that real world change.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no matter how you phase yourself, like politicians are not allowed on Twitch. We get lucky sometimes with the AOC things, but they're not allowed to like campaign on here or whatever. We're just the guys we're just the guys and gals and all those in between who talk about like what matters on to us. Yeah. I don't think Hassan is a representative in the fact that he should live those values all the way, But then again, like there is a limit, and I think you said that there was a line. Like he's crossed that line. Like I think he's crossed that line. I don't think we should place everyone in that bubble. But like, yeah, like what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like $50,000 car, okay. 100,000, like okay, like I could deal with that.
No,
but like when you're just
Oh, sorry, Paradigm.
No, but
I was gonna say buy a million. I don't give a fuck if he buys $1 million car. He should be matching that to like causes and shit that like is pushing the world towards his political views, especially when
What makes you
fucking
think he
he
isn't?
dubs himself as a political
It's-
streamer, does he not?
because he said
especially
go ahead,
sorry,
go ahead.
like
no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean,
Everyone's so much more polite.
part of
you
what I
notice?
do is marketing, and what marketing is a lot of times you're evaluating the added cost or added value that people give to certain things with airtime. It's how you evaluate the cost of like buying ads, whatever.
It's kinda loud,
One
eh?
of the things that I think Hassan does that I really like is that he will oftentimes
Just me.
bring on union leaders, will bring on
True.
people who are organizers and activists for certain
something.
like progressive causes, and he gives them airtime when
Muted
these
myself.
are largely folks that are otherwise ignored or shut out from mainstream media, and yet they are all of a sudden given this massive captive platform to talk about the things that they care about, to popularize these ideas. And when we think about the value of that, you can think of value in terms of dollar amounts where, hey, he donated X amount to some cause, or, oh, he put together this like foundation that gave scholarships for X amount. But you can also look at added value in terms of like organic content and exposure, because the amount of value that those people are getting far exceeds any sort of ad buy that their organizations or causes could afford. And Hassan is taking time out of his day, which is otherwise
She's seriously
extremely
defending Hassan.
lucrative,
It's amazing.
to like let them
Hassan give
air
him the
those
donos?
ideas.
Does he give the donos? Does he give the donos to those labor unions
He
and those
absolutely.
organizers?
Well, here's
Dono
the thing, and
walls.
that's what I'm saying. If you are
The dono wall.
solely basing the entirety of the value that he adds to the
No, he's
movement
just-
because
he's
of
just
his
grifting.
dollar
He's
amount,
monetizing off
then
them.
that is extremely myopic. And I think I would also remind everyone that there's no such
Myopic.
thing as ethical consumption under capitalism, and by fixating
said
on
it.
people
She
like
said it.
Hassan, I said
Let's
it.
go.
God
She
damn,
said
are you gonna tell
But
me?
you're-
Tell me
you're
about
We
like,
memeing.
manufactured.
We memeing.
Quiet, white
You
man.
please talk
Quiet,
to me
white
about
man.
manufacturing
Quiet,
consent a little bit.
quiet, white
He
man.
said the lie.
There's no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism. I'm sorry. Like you're gonna be like you condemn capitalism, and yet you live in a capitalist system. You hypocrite. You hypocrite.
You're
It's
not
like,
living your values.
yeah, dude.
You're just
Well,
not living your values. That's all.
Socialism
She's great
is
content.
Is
She is just great
socialism-
content.
Is socialism when no house? Socialism is when no
that's not what I
house,
said.
no car is.
I love she's taking it
bathing in
seriously.
a bowl
Who
of
said that?
mud.
People got their fucking hands raised like this
Socialism
is a
when
serious
valid
debate.
Poverty.
It's so
Is
fucking
that
funny.
is that the foundation from
To
which
steal a line from my friend Top Dolphin, don't let
He's
the big
fucking
bad wolf
amazing.
blow the house down with that straw man you just built.
Okay, that's an
We got
interesting.
Okay.
My man's got fables.
I love that story. I have that book.
Well, it's in, dude, it's a
but-
fucking nobody said that shit.
Really? Okay. Well, anyways, so I think what we're doing, like by fixating on people like Hassan, we're ignoring the real people who are like directly influencing the wealth disparity in this country.
But
And
that's
those are people that are like billionaires, like corporations, whatever. We can talk about. I think Hassan is a net
hear from Rhea.
positive for like progressive leftist ideology. I think it's a good thing that he is someone as prominent as he is, who is popularizing and talking about those ideas. Do I think he's a perfect bastion of like progressive and leftist ideals? No, because I don't expect anyone to be that, and it would be stupid to assume that anyone should be.
I think that's the problem, though.
Wait,
And I'm
yep.
sorry to
Real-
cut you off, Ray.
real quick-
No.
Are you gonna?
sorry. Yeah, I wanted to fray to Rhea and after that Frames.
It's
So
like-
all I really have to say is just that like I don't know. I think that throughout like 2019 and 2020, Hassan was actually a pretty huge part in drawing me further towards the left, or at least like being more interested in like online political spaces. And I think it's probably the same for a lot of younger people. I know I'm 21. I don't know how it is for like everybody around my general age or slightly older, but there wasn't really much of this like online political discussion amongst people in my age demographic, like before then. And I think that Hassan was just like really the first person to like capitalize on that opportunity in like an extreme way, because he's running what like 20,000 viewers almost every stream now.
True.
He's probably reached like a couple million people and turned them into at least
Yeah,
like
very true.
slightly more politically conscious activists than they
Absolutely.
were before. And that's definitely a positive like overall effect on our society. It's just that, yeah, we can't be expecting everybody to be perfect. I don't even think that Hassan is like one of the people that I look to for my takes now. I kind of like grew past it as I realized that he wasn't
To be
like
all
he
in.
has his own
Yeah, he's a fucking himbo.
methods and goals whenever he spreads his messages.
Yeah.
But like I think that overall him having the platform that he has helped a lot of people grow more interested in this online space, and that's anything like that's only a positive because that means we're going to be talking about stuff more.
Yeah, I think that's really true, Rhea. Like, I think we should.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
I just wanted to freight your frames first.
Oh, please.
Yeah, all I was gonna say is Hassan kind of reminds me of Trump. Gets out here, says a bunch of dumb stuff, gets poor people to follow him, give him money and make him think that he's for the working man as he shits on a gold toilet. Which I
I
don't
mean,
think
and they're
Hassan
both
shits
so hot, and they're both just like so
and
hot.
they're both hot. And I got one more thing I wanted to add. I think what we should be doing. Do you guys think that we should be able to buy Porsches with our EBT cards? Would you be up for expanding Snap to buying $200,000 cars?
I
Fuck
would.
yeah. Just give people money.
Get the
like,
legislation
avoid the
on
bureaucracy.
the fucking table. Let's go.
Just like give people money.
Yo, I think people are gonna
If they want to buy
You
a
had a
Porsche,
question
go
me
for
earlier?
it.
What was it, Freems?
What is it?
I was going to say you had a question for me earlier, Freems, or did you forget?
It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I was gonna ask you if you supported Trump or not, but I made the meme
I'm
regardless.
actually pretty open on it on my podcast. Actually, when Trump was doing this, we got to stop the steal stuff. I was even kind of joking. If Trump can somehow fucking pull this off, I'm gonna get a monocle and a top hat and be like, "Yes, yes, Donald, you saved the republic," and just make my channel just the conduit for like, yes, wash me and your Trump hatred internet. That was where I was gonna go with that. But oh yeah, I'll be honest. I voted for Trump 4 times actually in 2 primaries and 2 general elections. So
I voted for Biden 4 times in 1 election.
well, and about 7 times in Pennsylvania. Waka waka.
Yeah, I think Rhea had a good point. Like, I think a lot of lefties would totally forgive Hassan. They'd forgive him on so much because we have so few like angry lefties. It's like such a rare breed. We're all a bunch of doves, soft types, agreeing and getting into arguments with one another. Hassan's the only, like, one of our few himbos who just goes like, you know, like he just gets angry about shit. And I think like some more news is another example of that. But yeah, like especially with Trump, like lefties needed a voice to communicate all that anger, and so people are fucking locked in. They'll forgive so much. People don't give a shit about a car, like whatever. He's gonna look styling. Everybody's gonna forget about this in 2 months, and then you know what's gonna matter when he pulls up in that car and like, woo, sheesh, you know what I mean? He's gonna look fucking fly, man. He's gonna love the way he comes out of that tiny car. This is gonna make him look so big.
Like optics wise, yeah, it's probably not like the optics.
No, it's bad optics.
And like if I was his like PR person, or if I was handling his PR and he's like, hey, if I get a car, should I like take all these videos of me like showing it off? I'm like, it's probably like not on brand.
Wait, do you think
I
he
don't
did it on
know
purpose,
that I
then?
would advise you to do that.
Kind of a deal move.
I mean,
I'll
I
be
mean, like
honest, it's-
optics wise, I don't know, but like, am I gonna condemn the guy? Like, I don't know, not really.
Like honestly, like
it's
just
not the
something
car
to
I
keep in
would
mind.
get, but
Keep in mind, when Ric Flair tried to get himself over as a bad guy to make people hate him, he'd talk about how I'm the Rolex wearing, styling, profiling, alligator booted, limousine riding, absolutely no commercial flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, woo,
Hey, brother.
son of a gun. And that seems kind of braggadocious, doesn't
Hey,
it?
Phil,
And so
Phil,
that's why I
check
think it's
this
on the
out.
wrong side of folk. What's up?
braggadocious.
Zoom in.
Fucking WC fucking W.
Enhance.
Yes. Fucking A right. Beautiful fucking
What the
ink
fuck does
there,
that mean?
sir. I am fucking admiring your ink. I mean, like,
Please explain to the
just-
normies.
WCW World Championship Wrestling. It was the Attitude Era, one of the greatest wrestling promotions in all God's creation.
Yeah, okay.
It had Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. It had the Giant. It had fucking Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Diamond Dallas Page, Goldberg. It was a fucking glorious time to be alive on the planet Earth. And unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2021, it all came crashing down and away, and we all talk about the good times.
Oh.
Do I got it about right, Freaks?
Man,
Yeah,
AEW is so much
you left
better. I
out
don't know
Sting,
what's
but-
happening here.
Oh, I fucking love AEW. Every time Arn Anderson fucking does a spine buster, I just about jump to the fucking roof. It's
Chill,
fucking-
Paradigm. This tattoo's older than AEW, okay? This tattoo's probably almost as old as you.
I went to WrestleMania once.
Whoa.
It was great.
Right. Which
Wow.
one? Do
Mhm.
you remember?
New York. It was in
WrestleCred?
2014 or 2015.
What was the
Hassan is buying the WWE, by the way.
What's that?
I used to work in professional sports, so there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it was really fun. It was like The Rock was freaking there. I was like, "Aren't you a movie star, sir? What are you doing here?"
Hey,
But
I'm
no,
looking
it was
at
great.
payday. Yeah, I'm sure he made a few bucks for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta end this.
I think we're like,
How did we
you
get
better listen.
It's game over. Let's end this
I'm
shit.
disappointed in you. I was hoping more memes on this topic. You took it way too seriously. But like this discussion,
I'm memed hard as fuck, okay?
Yo, socialism is when no
started out with a
platform.
meme.
Listen,
I took
you're
a hard
trying.
pivot.
No platform.
Okay,
Well,
I
it's-
tried. I
You know
course
what it is?
corrected.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Geek? I feel like what we're doing is that it brings up like a real issue. Like, what if we get into that position? And I'm not saying that we won't, but like, we're all pretty entertaining individuals. Like, when it comes time for us to take some shit seriously,
True.
are we gonna
Listen,
like
True.
give away
Oh,
our
God.
money and shit?
All right,
I feel
Geek,
attacked.
Geek, One thing.
Yes. Yes.
that's your fault for touching too much
I-
grass.
I-
That's
Stop.
about
First of all, Roadman
Stop.
and other
When that is
righties
said-
and anybody that does
Okay, I got
this
it.
game-
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I
Wait.
don't make any money off this. It's,
Wait,
it's
wait,
all
wait,
donated.
wait.
Shut.
I'm a millionaire.
Uh,
Oh, that's CTV.
Can I have a
okay,
dollar?
good. Fuck.
I'm not.
Always gotta
Up.
make sure I'm like not. the
It's
last
about to
person talking.
happen. It's going down for real. All right. Now, here's the deal. This is why I have said, right? You guys give me all your fucking money. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to keep doing exactly what I've been doing during the course of my life. My ass
More
is still
beer,
going to be in an
fuck.
RV, right? But what that's going to allow me to do is to start actually buying property, right? And building networks for RV fucking parks, right?
Okay.
And then like the
Man,
community can
Roadman
start
hasn't said
keeping
anything, but
moving
he's holding that
together,
mic
right? Until we
so
become
close.
a force amongst this fucking network of RV parks that we're gonna fucking build.
I'm moving
CTV,
down there,
I was
CTV.
just
I'm
getting
coming.
at
Where
everyone.
is the compound
Okay.
gonna be, CTV?
I'm coming,
French.
CTV.
Oh,
Where's the final compound, though?
French.
Tais-toi, tais-toi, mes
CTV.
amis.
Le frère.
CTV, I was just yelling at people how they took it way too seriously.
Oh my
like,
God.
You're
Et le
coming here,
francophone.
like adding another layer. All right, it's time to go into closing statement. But before closing statement and shout out, but before doing so, I just wanted to thank you all for being here. I had a blast tonight. Really happy to have you all. It was really fun. So
Woo.
yeah,
on,
everyone in
brother.
everyone's chat, go
Keep going
follow
now.
our wonderful panelists. Also support twitch.tv/Danabo doing a wonderful work behind the
Danabo.
scene as always. And also, real quick before I forget,
No,
Danabo
everybody gets
started
5
a
minutes.
channel called Top Chimp Clips. Top Chimp Clips. Sorry.
Chimp
And
clips. Ooh,
yeah,
that's a
so
mouthful.
it's a channel with
I gotta
like
work on that
different
one.
clips of streamer and stuff like that. Go check it out. It's
Best
super cool. And
chimp
on top of
clips,
that,
or
if you
just
want
chimp
to
clips?
be in it and everything, check Danabo's Twitter. You get all the infos and everything. You know, DM him and stuff like that. You'll see. But yeah. Anyway, let's go into closing statement and shout out. Tell people where they can find you and
Look how
everything.
hard he's
And we're
going.
going to start with Phil.
Oh, okay. He got it,
Thank you, Mr. Geek. Folks, every last one of you within the sound of my voice, thank you for being here tonight.
Such
it has
a
been
good
an
promoter.
amazing time with every last one of you. I hope you find your way back here to the
What's my
Hippy Dippy
best-selling point?
podcast, to
Chat.
CTV, to Mr. Geek, to Danabo, to KOE Nation on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, to Maddie Cake, to Freems, to everybody, to the Paradigm Shift, Robe Man, Rhea, fucking Half Baked,
You gonna
Tube,
name
Mr.
everyone?
Weird. I hope you find every last
Mr.
one of
Weird.
them happy, healthy,
I'm a
much the
mister.
wiser. God bless every last one of you. Thank you for
Rock
being
on,
here.
brother.
Thank you for joining us. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. Phil KOE, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, king of extreme. Folks, thank you. God bless every last one of you. And folks, it got spicy tonight, but it was fucking great with every last one of you.
Oh, yeah,
I
brother.
can't wait to get on a panel with every last one of you again. And don't you dare miss the next time any one of us is right back here
He's
at
so
Hippy
hard.
Dippy and every fucking podcast and platform you can imagine. Every last one of you beautiful people, take it away.
Hey-o.
All right, I'm going to afraid to be weird.
Hey everybody, it's hard to follow up that energy, but damn. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. If you like my takes, I'm covering the trucker rallies. Everybody, let's go. 7 to 9 a.m. News, politics, but I'm really much a variety streamer. I originally just started doing Rich Food for Poor Folk every Saturday, of course, as you heard, at 6 p.m. And we're there kind of fucking up and failing upwards, learning how to cook stuff and, you know, tighten the boat, tighten our belts and learn how to kind of build ourselves up. And honestly, I just like want to just always be quiet when others are talking so that I can hear other people really well. And I want to practice that in like a politics space. I think it's a really good challenge for myself. And I think y'all have been really wonderful. And I really thank the organizers. Y'all put a great show on. Thanks so much. Check me out at twitch.tv/beweird and find me on Twitter. Same handle, beweird, WYRD.
Hell yeah. Paradigm.
Promo,
Hello, ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen, can you hear me?
Hell yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. If you can, if you liked anything that you heard today, please do me a favor and follow me at twitch.tv/the_paradigm_shift. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/MarquisParadigm. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/the_paradigm_shift. We talk about the ethics of politics and how you should feel as a
Yeah, go follow
maybe
this
poor
guy.
person, usually a poor
News-based.
person because rich people don't watch me stream. If you could do me a favor, please go email Twitch right now and let them know to give me back my username. I really hate the underscores. Thank you very much for listening. And everybody here was very cool, but I got to give my MVP of the award, I got to give my MVP of the night to Half Baked because just like CTV, I love hearing from conservatives that aren't fucking stupid. Thank you.
Hear, hear.
Hell yeah. Rhea.
All right, everybody. It was really nice to talk to you. Thank you to the host, CTV, Mr. Geek, Danabo, always the MVP. You can find me at twitch.tv/Radiant. It's like Radiant, but with my name at the beginning. Twitter is the same thing, but with an IV at the end.
Oh, that's
and
a
I
tough
just, really want to show again how much I appreciate being on the panel with you guys. I think everybody here had some good, productive discussions, even whenever we got a little spicy. And I'd love to be on a panel with any of you again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here, here.
Happy to have you on board. Roadman.
It's Robe Man. Thanks for having me. If you want to get charged up, we're going to be selling these to charge up for the Robe Man sauce. You can catch me on Twitch TV/Robe Man. I've been doing streams with my wife. We've been doing relationship streams. It's been getting real, like, down and dirty. I've been having like a whole family thing. I have my family come in here and we get down and dirty. We're getting a real connection going here. If you guys want to check me out, just come on over to Twitch. Twitter.com/RobemanTTV. I'm really bad at social media. I'm learning all this whole game. I'm excited. I feel like this is a movement. We're doing something cool here, man. Like, I appreciate it. Like, get with it or get lost, dog. Let's go.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm Maddie. You can find me on Twitch as MaddieCakes_. MaddieCakes_. I also hate the underscore, but Maddie Cakes is taken, and they don't post. So I'm hunting them down. So we will see. But yeah, for now, it's MaddieCakes_. Or you can find me on Twitch as Madsmaru, spelled MADSMARU. And I am going to stream. I haven't been streaming as much lately because work has been doing really well, and that's a good thing. Ragtag Media, as you can see behind me. But I promise that will result in me streaming more than once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
Once I figure out how to manage my time better, which will happen definitely in the short term. I definitely won't be making empty promises and not showing up. That's not something I do. It is though. So we'll see. I love you all. This was fun.
Who's a
Thanks,
lot of
Danovo.
fun.
Thanks, Mr. Geek.
Yeah, Roman,
Thanks,
TTV.
everybody. Thanks, CTV. Thanks, Mom. Thanks,
Yeah. Oh, you're
Jesus.
Canadian
Thanks,
too?
God. Thank you to my dog, to my manager, to my my agent. Thank you so much to my hairstylist, for that person who told me it looked really pretty that one time. This is all for you. So
Oh,
thank
I
you.
guess Radiant is also Canadian.
And we all appreciate it. Have big take.
Oh, Half Baked was really.
Thank you
really,
guys
really
much for having me
impressed.
on. Danovo, Mr. Geek, CTV, all you guys. Panelists,
bro.
everybody here was really fun to talk to. Hopefully we can do it again someday. And shit, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Half Baked Takes. But I really don't post a lot yet. Haven't done shit, so we'll post this video. But
You should. You should.
Yeah. Happy to have you on board. Frames.
Yeah, twitch.tv/frames. Follow me or I'll fist your dad.
Oh my.
That was aggressive.
Oh dear.
That's it.
How about you don't do that?
Okay.
You already followed me. You're good.
Son
You're
of a
safe.
biscuit.
All right. CTV.
You know why CTV goes last on these things? Anybody know? The reason
Oh,
why?
no.
It's like
Because you
how,
take-
like
you
how
get
do you
really slow and we want to
how
get
do
it
you-
out of the way?
like how do you follow somebody talking about fisting your dad? How do you follow that up? Does anybody
Half
else
Baked
have a
Takes isn't
clue?
even online.
Well, I know, right? And this is what we're gonna do here,
That's why I'm confused.
right? I'm gonna go ahead and share it with y'all so you guys can click on the thing so you can listen to what's about to happen. Okay, now get ready.
I don't know if I want to. It's following fisting your dad. I'm sorry. I'm afraid to click on it.
Wait, what?
Okay, well, you're going to be the one that's missing out. So, based off everything that we've heard tonight, right? The idea, right?
Wait, what did he say?
The idea here is, right?
Did you
Is
stop
that
talking?
we're building this national fucking network of RV parks, right? It's going to be wolf's dens all over the United States. We're going to be motherfucking building it, right? Mobile lifestyle, being able to chase down the opportunities that are available in different fucking areas. The ability to be motherfucking building it, take advantage of those opportunities. Mobile lifestyle, being able to chase down the opportunities that are available in different fucking areas. The ability to be able to move with what's going to allow you to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. You're being stuck in one place right now while local politicians have their thumbs up their fucking asses and not trying to create the kind of environment that's going to be good for the people. You're going to be exactly what you don't want. You want to be mobile, you want to find that shit. Fucking no, you haven't. For the majority of Americans, that's exactly what you're going to need if you're going to be able to carry it to the 22nd.
Okay, all right, I'll stop playing Robin. Who's like just playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here to do.
All right. And with that being
He's
said,
clapping. That's funny.
It's
I think
going
that
down
concludes
for
this episode.
real. Oh, just me. I was still doing it,
Yeah,
geek.
there you
Sorry,
go,
bro.
there you go,
I don't know what to tell
there
you. I don't. All right, we're done.
There you go.
thank you all for being here.
See you, man.
So unrelated, Be Weird, I just had a question for you, and I'm sure that this could be something like unrelated for a panel sometime in the future.
Sure.
But like this, we talk about this thing where like the I don't like I'm not sure how practical like a coming civil war will be in the next like 50 years, you know? But if that were to take place, do you think that Canada would fracture as well and take sides in an American civil war, or do you believe that they would like try and stay out of it?
That's a complicated question. I'd love to get in with you. It sounds like a juicy one. I think one thing that you can dig into if you're really interested in this topic, I'll DM you, is a book called The Next Civil War by Stephen Marsh. It's a Canadian reporter. I can drop the link. And check it out. And yeah, let's find a time to chat about it. I think it would be a good idea for a stream.
Thank you.
All right, see you later.
Have a nice night.
Bye. Sheesh. All right, we done. Show over, everybody. We got to repair our camera somehow. Camera's broken. Oh God, no. Why is my camera broken? All right, let's see here. I can fix it. I am a smart person. Thanks so much for checking out the stream. That was a super long show. I'm wiped. If you haven't followed by now, what are you doing? Check me out on Twitter. It's when I post. I'll be covering the protests 7 to 9 a.m. EST and working on some music and stuff. Might not be streaming next week a little bit in the back half just because school's starting to kick my ass. But otherwise, yeah, thanks so much for checking out the stream from this angle. I hope it was entertaining, at least, as best as I can make it. Fuck, man, people love to talk. But yeah, all right, y'all have a good night. Thanks so much. You got my love. Peace. See you later. How do you do these fucking things? I was like...